Just like that.
Just like that.
Hey, listen, I know they're probably saying right now, Foots, this is on you. It's not on me, guys. We wanted to do this and make them wait. We're going to be here for a good time and a long time. What's up, Zach?
What's up? It's draft day, huh?
We made it. We made it. We made it, y'all. Wow, we made it to this time. I got my big board right here, Zach. You got your notes?
Yep. Okay. Got all the notes. And as of right now, the Raiders are on the clock with the number 1 overall pick. And
who do you think this would be, Zach?
Yeah. I don't think they need 7 minutes, 8 minutes this year to figure out who they're going to take with that number 1 overall pick, Fernando Mendoza. But really quick, before we really get going on this, because we've all known forever that the draft is going to start at pick 2, like where Bailey, Reese, those guys. Let's quickly look over your top 10 players. Let's start with edge and just your top 10 edges. Oh, that's yours in this draft.
So for me, I'm with Ruben Bain as he's my 1. Now, where it's happened to change, and first of all, how's everybody doing? Just want to check in on you guys. I know we are coming to the party right when the Raiders are drafting, but listen, Ruben Bain I don't care about the short arms, and we'll talk more about that as the draft starts to happen. But he's my 1, David Bailey 2. I really like TJ Parker. I'm higher on TJ Parker than most. I don't have Arvell Reese as an edge, so that's why you guys don't see him up there.
Yep.
TJ Parker, I talked to him at the same moment. We talked to him, Zach. And one of the things that TJ Parker told us out his own mouth was like, hey, you know what? I know I had a down year, but I know that I can play better. And play better, he will, I think, in the league with NFL coaching. Keldrick Falk at 4, Malachi Lawrence at 5. Malachi Lawrence, who is a name that is starting to be tied to the Cowboys. We'll see if that's real. Akeem Messidor. I like Akeem Messidor. Well, I do have a few reserves, but I do like Akeem Messidor, Zion Young, R. Mason Thomas, and Cassius Howe, Gabe Yakis to round up. And how R. Mason Thomas, more like second-round guys for us. If we trade it back, it will be that type of vibe with those guys.
Yeah, and this pass rusher class is just fun in general. I have David Bailey as my top pass rusher. Ruben Bain, I will admit, the arms scare me a little bit because they're not just short arms. They're historically short arms. Like, we haven't ever seen a guy get 10 sacks in the league with arms that short, or it hasn't happened. There's some crazy stat. We just know that it's historic. I do have Arvell Reese as an edge, but I also have him in my linebacker rankings as well, because I think teams are going to want to put him there. A little bit of a raw pass rusher. You could see that in the drills and stuff that he did during his pro day. Like, it just doesn't look completely natural, but we did see him do it a little bit at Ohio State. Really, you can do whatever you want. You can play off ball. You can play on the edge, whichever one. I'm a really big R. Mason Thomas fan. Love R. Mason Thomas's game. I think he plays with good power, really good speed, instinctual guy. Cassius Howell, another guy that really scares me because of the arms. I'm hesitant to say that he is an option at 20 at all. I think he's a clear second-round guy. I'm not as high on TJ Parker. Didn't love the slump that he had last year, and I think he's going to add a little bit to his bag. And then Romello Height, Malachi Lawrence, like you said, a guy that's been talked about at 20, and Malachi Lawrence. I get the hype around him. Great pass rusher. The run defense scares me just a little bit. So that's my top 10 edge guys. Do you think there's a chance that the Cowboys take an edge in this? Maybe is it more likely at 12 or 20 to you?
It feels like 20. It feels like 20 is their sweet spot for edge if they were to go edge. I don't now. There's a bunch of rumors right now, guys, and I'll just let you in on one. We on a draft show. We're on the Foots and Zach live. We're doing it. Zach, I think Dallas is trying to hunt Caleb Downs. How would you feel about that? And I know, listen, this is our filler time because it's clear that Mendoza is going to be a pick. And they're about to announce the pick, but Mendoza is going to be a pick. So we're going to make sure that we talk through like what's going to happen. And the truth is, I think Dallas wants to hunt a secondary piece. Now, if they get white with Caleb Downs watch Mansour Delane. Right? Watch Mansour Delane. I want to do jumping jacks every time an offensive player goes off the board, y'all, because that to me is like we're gonna celebrate. We're gonna be extremely excited.
Yeah. Well, isn't it funny that the draft is like this extremely long process? We talk about all of these prospects, all of these guys.
Yeah.
Monster Delane, out of the question, not going to happen at 12. Yeah. And then somehow we circle all the way back, and Goodell's making the pick right now. We circle all the way back to Delane. Look at that.
Mendoza.
Who would have known?
One offensive player. Do I need to do some jumping jacks?
That's one.
You guys saw my – I don't have pants on. I have on my shorts. But at the end of the day, listen, that's one offensive player going, y'all.
It's one.
That's one, Zach.
That's one. Hey, as many as we can possibly get.
I think the draft starts at 3, Zach.
Who do you think is 2? You think it's Bailey or Reese?
Chat, who's 3? Who's 2? Talk to us, chat.
Because I don't know if anybody knows. Like obviously I don't keep up with other teams like that throughout the draft process because we are so focused on the Cowboys and what they're doing. But I don't think anybody knows what they want to do with Bailey or Reese. It could be either of those guys. Now, I have felt for a while that the top 3 was set. Like it was going to be those 3 players, regardless of the order that they went in. And we should probably not read the chat because I guarantee people are going to spoil it if we read it too much. Because people will be getting these on Twitter, and they'll be 3 picks ahead of us. But it could be Bailey or Reese. You're looking at one of those guys, and then the third pick is the opposite of that.
Chat, what are we thinking? Talk to us. What are we thinking? Round 1, night 1. Is it Bailey at 2 to the Jets, or are we going a different route? Are the Cowboys trading up to 2? Are they trading George Pickens? I don't know. We jumped on right when this pick was happening because when the first pick was happening on purpose because we know we're going to go the distance. This is going to be a marathon, not a sprint. And the truth is this, the Pickens stuff, it just all feels like fluff. I think he signed his franchise tag just to show that he wants to be in Dallas. Where are you at with that, Zach?
I will admit I'm not as optimistic about that. Just the timing of it. Stephen Jones yesterday making his comments about what he did with Pickens. Like he's going to play on the tag. We're not working out a long-term deal. That's the end of the story. And then he signs it the day of the draft because they couldn't move him. They couldn't do anything with Pickens until that was signed. So it's just very odd to me. I don't trust David Mulligetta. He has never had a guy play on the tag. T. Higgins literally had to fire him as his agent, go and find another agent to try to get that deal worked out in Cincinnati. I just don't see a world where Pickens plays on the tag. It really, really worries me. Maybe he doesn't get moved tonight. We did see that he hasn't officially signed it, pen to paper, but that doesn't mean that he can't in the morning or noon or 7 o'clock tomorrow night when the second round's about to start and the Cowboys maybe want to get into the second round. So, and I've told you, if they do trade him, which it doesn't seem like he's going to get moved tonight, they need bodies everywhere. They can't just trade Pickens to move up from 12 or move up from 20 because in my mind you just made another hole in the roster that you're going to now have to fill.
Here's where I'm at. As we kind of check Twitter, make sure no trades are happening, but I think that some trades will happen, chat. Stay woke. All I'm saying is stay woke. Thank you guys for showing up. Regardless of all the picks that are happening, the Jets pick is in, so we're going to get Arvell Reese or I think David Bailey. A shocker here will be Ruben Bain from everything that we've heard. They'll go to that live, but we just want to say thank you. Now, back to Zach's point. Here's where I'm at with George Pickens. If you trade him or if you move him, you better get solid assets, Zach. Like, because you're now creating a need. I love Ryan Flanoy. I think Ryan Flanoy could easily be a super solid 2.
I agree.
But is he ever going to be George Pickens? George Pickens has best in the league ability.
He really does.
I think that for once the Cowboys aren't lying to us, I think that Steven and Jerry said, let's talk to Mulligetta. Let's try to at least create an olive branch. Now, we do need to get out of draft weekend, right? Dallas is hunting veterans, but I just can't see them creating a need, Zach. And now they could. I didn't see them trading Michael Parsons. I also understand the back and forth that Micah and Steven and training camp. Like all of that was nasty work, Zach. However, has George is he warranted a trade, Zach? I don't know. Like,
you know what's funny is I would have said the same thing. I would say there's no way that they're trading George Pickkins because they got the trade right. They got great value. A third-round pick for the production that he had. He literally kept your offense afloat.
Yeah.
When CD was gone, I would have said there's no way that's possible if they didn't trade Micah last year before the season. Now it's not going to be that emotional trade where like we just want this guy out of the building. We're going to take what we can and we're going to move on. We're tired of him and his antics. Yeah. I don't really see that with Pickkins because they've done nothing but speak highly of him. David Bailey goes number 2 to the Jets.
You got your pen, Zach? We'll put a pin in this, guys.
Yeah, if you guys could, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channels. Liking the video and subscribing tells YouTube that you're enjoying it. That gets more Cowboys fans in here, and we're trying to get as many Cowboys fans as we possibly can in here tonight. And we really appreciate you guys for showing up. Let's read this other super chat as well. It was when the intro was going. Let's go. Love you guys, man. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Thank you, Chris Helms. We really, really appreciate it.
Let's get the supers going. Any questions you guys have? Do you guys enjoy the setup? We got to know because we try to give you guys a super clean setup. Can we get a thumbs up for our setup here at the Double Moves headquarters? We try to add a few bells and whistles. If you guys are enjoying that, let me know. Now I will say this, David Bailey. I kind of had a feeling that Dallas was hunting him, but him being off the board doesn't surprise me, Zach. Simply because I just think that if you want day one pass rush production, you're probably getting it from Bailey. You said it, right? Like, Arvell Reese is a ball of clay, but do teams want, like the Jets, they need right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, it's tricky because they need right now, but they're also in a state where will Aaron Glenn be the coach next year? If it doesn't get better, so maybe I'm answering my own question. But let's talk about David Bailey for a second. So he was my edge 2. And as I said earlier, I would have went – let me get to my defensive side of things in my offensive numbers here, my offensive rankings. But I probably would have went Ruben Bain. I have him ranked that way, but I understand the appeal of David Bailey, the bend. Let's just be honest, he gets the quarterback. The Oregon tape, ladies and gentlemen, when you go to the Oregon tape, Zach, it's one of those games that's like he popped off the screen.
Yeah, he did. And when he is my number 1 rated edge, and it makes total sense. I mean, all you got to do is look at the production, 95th percentile in impact percentage, havoc percentage, sack percentage, 22% pass rush
effort.
Yeah, the motor effort. Like, this is a guy that just consistently wins. His run stop rate wasn't as good. He's not a perfect run defender, but in today's NFL, the most value that you're going to get on the defensive side of the ball is having a guy that can rush the passer. Yeah. And the Jets were terrible last year. They didn't have an interception in 2025 at all, not a single interception in 17 games. And sometimes the best pass defense, it's just getting in the quarterback's face. Getting in the quarterback's face, hitting their arm, tipping a pass at the line of scrimmage. If you can't get home, they didn't have that last year. So David Bailey made a ton of sense to me, although I did have Arvell Reese rated higher as an overall prospect, and I kind of expect that to be the pick at 3. Looking at the Arizona Cardinals, we also need to keep an eye out for a trade because this has kind of been the team.
I would say a trade there, and also, Zach, are they hunting a lineman? Are they a Jeremiah Love team? We expect it to be Arvell Reese, but we don't know. Yep. And this is where some of the slides start to happen. Like, I expect the number 1 player on my board to go number 1, but he didn't. It scaled down. Yeah. So teams obviously have different agenda
boards. Yep.
And so, like, the number 1 player in this draft to me is scaled down, but he didn't go number 1. And so it'll be interesting to see where Arizona is interesting because I think they, like Cleveland, are a team that could get out, right? They could bail. It'll be interesting. So they're clapping. Arizona's in the war room and they're clapping. So it looks like they may be about to pick. I don't know here. I don't know. I don't know.
A couple of names that make sense. Reese, obviously. But Francis Maunoa, that's the guy that makes it. Jeremiah Love, Sonny Styles is 3 really, really rich for an off-ball linebacker because I knew it was never going to happen. I didn't think Dallas was going to move up to 3, but there were talks about the Cowboys moving up to 3, people mock draft and whatever, and they're going to go get Sonny Styles. 3 does seem a little bit rich for a guy that plays off the ball. I think the 2 players that make the most sense based on probably what the Cardinals want to do, really resetting the franchise, it's going to be a guy in the trenches. It's going to be Reese. It's going to be Maunoa. I don't really see Jeremiah Love. That doesn't make a ton of sense to me, given why. Why do you need a running back? Why do you need a running back? You ain't got a quarterback. So,
well, and another thing is this too, Zach. With the running back talk is so interesting because where are you at with your rebuild, Arizona? Where are you at?
People are spoiling it. I gotta look away from the chat. All right.
Well,
did you see that? Okay, chat. You guys need to watch yourselves. I'm just
don't leave because we love that we're almost at 800 viewers.
Yeah, we love it.
You guys are killing this stream. This stream is a smoker. What's not swallowing the pigs?
I know. I want to read the chat, but I know people are going to be chatting.
We want to react in live time. I will say this, Zach, you look great. You got your blazer on. It's beautiful weather out. I will say, we already saw it, but if that happens, that's a monkey wrench. This is live, Zach. I mean, this is what you get when it's live in real time and this unfiltered reactions. If this happens, I got to do more jumper jacks, bro. I said every offensive player.
It does.
Look, this is what kills me, and I love you, Cowboys Nation. I do. You guys are why we do this. I told y'all teams wanted offensive talent.
Yeah.
I said it.
Well, we all get in this mindset, and Goodell's going up to the podium now, but we all get in this mindset of the Cowboys need defense. That means every team in the league needs defense. I've been saying these teams are picking inside of the top 10 for a reason because they're bad. They're bad everywhere. So it doesn't really. Oh, here we go. Jeremiah Love.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. I'm telling you.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Are you kidding me? Okay, we got a lot to talk about. We got to do a few housekeeping things.
Oh,
Can you put your?
Go ahead.
Okay, we're good. Okay,
yeah, I got it.
Okay, so we'll get that handled.
That's crazy. That's just crazy to me. Who is the quarterback? Jacoby Brissett? Okay, but here's the thing about running back, right? Is let's say that the average career is 3 to 4 years, right? That's how long it's going to take the Cardinals to rebuild. And are you going to run him into the ground over those 3 to 4 years? Are you going to?
Thank you, Arizona, because there's going to be a run on offense.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, you have the tackles. You have the Titans at 4. It felt like Jeremiah Love was a Titan this entire time. To me, that was like the spot. I'm like, okay, Jeremiah Love's going to go 4 or 5 to Tennessee or New York. Now, with David Bailey off the board, Jeremiah Love off the board, you have the Titans that could take an edge. Arbel Reese is still sitting there.
There's the run.
There's the run.
Shout out to Skywalker Field. I want to see if we can get you on. So I want to see if we can get you on at some point, Sky, whether it's a call. We'll figure that out. But love you, bro. Shout out to you, Zach. Shout out to Zach. Shout out to Sky. Man, thank you, Sky. Maybe you brought us some good juju. I don't know why Arizona is not a running back away. I would have liked them to do Ty Simpson. But hey, if you want to push offensive players up the board, I'm cool. But it's just like I don't understand this because it's the same conversation with the Jets. It's you guys got to get your football player better. I mean, your football team better. He's a great football player. Make no mistake about that. He's a great football player.
Yeah.
But are we okay with this, Zach? I don't know.
I think if I was a Cardinals fan, I would be excited. And let me just say this about Jeremiah Love. Jeremiah Love is an excellent running back. just in a draft like this too, where you don't have a ton of offensive tackles and quarterbacks and stuff like that, it makes sense that he goes number 3 overall in a draft like this. But the thing about Jeremiah Love is he's not just a running back.
Yeah.
He can play in the slot. I was watching Keontae Scott's film. Jeremiah Love is lined up in the slot.
He's good.
Beats him on an outbreaker.
He's good.
And then Keontae Scott has to make up some ground. The quarterback's a little bit behind on the throw. Like, he can do other things. He reminds me a lot of Christian McCaffrey in the way that you can he can go out there, he can run Texas routes, he can run between the tackles, he can run outside the tackles, got really good vision. One of the most explosive running backs in college football last year. Just quickly, 95th percentile on EPA per play, EPA per target, chunk play percentage, yards per attempt, contact balance is phenomenal. Pass catching ability is elite as well.
Yeah,
I love Jeremiah Love, and I just don't know if this is the way to go about it team building wise. Like I said, you have 3 to 4 years of a good running back, maybe 5 or 6 if he's elite. But then by that point, the Cardinals kind of stink. Like they got to build up to that point.
So here is the positional value thing, and we spoke for 3 months, Zach, about positional value, not positional value, doesn't make sense. Well, okay, for this team in this draft, for your roster, however you want to call it, tangled, twisted, it doesn't make sense. Not for this team, because here's the thing: you don't have a quarterback. Your line needs help. Couldn't get to the quarterback. So let's shout out to everybody in the chat, 900 people. This production in this video is brought to you guys by Prize Picks. We're going to be doing a bunch of cool reads, playoffs, all of that. I'm going to get back to my point, but I just want to say thank you to Prize Picks for sponsoring this channel, for sponsoring the show. We're rolling. Now, back to that, Zach. To me, I personally don't like it, because now, okay, what if he doesn't hit? You guys just signed. And I love Trey Benson coming out of Florida State, but you just used the premium pick, a 3rd round pick, 2 years ago on Trey Benson. Like,
yep,
yeah,
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I mean, bro, it's. I guess in their mind, the Titans look super excited.
I don't know. It's got to be Reese, right?
Yeah, he fell, but I don't. Here's my thing. Back to the Cardinals. Bob, shout out to you. We talk literally every day. Teams suck at drafting. That's all I can say.
That's all you can say.
That's all I can say. Because I just don't know. Like, it helps us with the football side of things, guys, in chat. Why?
Team building wise, it doesn't make sense. And right here with Tennessee, before they make their pick, and if there are super chats, we're gonna wait to read those kind of like right after the pick's made. That way we can't get anything spoiled for the later ones. But I don't even remember what I was talking about. I was too busy thinking about the chat spoiling it. I forgot. I don't even know. Yeah, that thought's gone. Here comes Roger Goodell with the Titans. Sorry, I'm just like bumfuzzled by that.
Yeah, it threw a wrench and everything. I just did not. I saw Tennessee maybe going there, and maybe you could make the same argument that Tennessee didn't really need to go there. Oh, here goes the pick, guys. Whoa! Jumping jacks!
What the heck? Oh, dude.
Oh, my God.
Tyson's going in the top 10.
What?
Tyson's definitely going inside the top 10.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Oh, my. Jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2. Listen. Teams want offense, y'all. We're not making this up.
No. I mean, I'm telling you, it was just we all get in this mindset of the guys we like are not going to be there. The guys we like are not going to be there. The draft is going to go this way, this way, this way, and this way. When it's just not how it works. Like, there are teams. Carnell Tate, if you sit down and think about it, maybe the Jeremiah Love pick didn't make a ton of sense, but Carnell Tate with Cam Ward, I was going to say right before the pick that I thought it was a chance that it was going to be an offensive tackle, protect your young quarterback. And I'm kind of feeling that with the Giants as well. We're all so sure that they're going to take a defensive player, but they still have a young quarterback. They still have a wide receiver one coming off of an ACL injury. they need a wide receiver too. Are they worried that Jordan Tyson's not going to be there at 10 if they wait now? There's a lot in play.
Lemon get in the top 10.
Lemon is my number one wide receiver.
Really?
Yes.
We haven't.
I think he is.
We haven't talked receivers, so I wouldn't know that.
No, we haven't. We haven't talked. And don't get me wrong, Cornell Tate is still a really great player. I just had down.
He's a high end
still on the
two.
Reese's.
He's a high end two. We got to be honest. Tate is a high end two.
He's never been a wide receiver one in college. Jeremiah Smith has been that guy. Cornell Tate as a true one, I have questions about it. Mekhi Lemon, to me, does all the receiver things, NFL receiver things. Jordan Tyson's injuries scare me a little bit just because he had a brutal knee injury at Colorado.
Here goes the bombshell. Giants on the clock. This is a bombshell. Okay, but before we get to the Giants,
it's got to be Reese.
And then let's do a read, Zach. Let's go to Giants. But I want to say this about Tate really quick, and we'll play a read. This is a reach. And I like Cornell Tate, the player. I'm pretty sure he's a great person, Zach, but this is a reach. Cornell Tate, he'll be a good NFL prospect, right? He'll be a good NFL player, but there were times when I'm watching Ohio State chat, and I'm just like, man, they're taking away Jeremiah Smith. We can't get open, Tate. We can't. And maybe it was a scheme. Maybe they see more. But this guy isn't – I mean, top 5 guys are Jamar Chase and Julio Jones and CeeDee Lamb. He didn't go in the top. I just don't – I don't know.
That is weird. I mean, I get wanting to get your wide receiver one for your young quarterback. You need that guy. But I don't see it with Tate for a guy that's never been a wide receiver one throughout his college career.
I got to keep up with this.
I don't know where mine is at.
Man. This is –
There's some on that table over there.
All right, I'm going to sneak off. I'm doing my job.
Can you grab two?
I'm going to sneak off. Put this over the camera so you guys don't see my pants.
So really quick, while he's doing that, we're going to go ahead and do the Prize Picks ad read. And Prize Picks, sponsor of this channel, sponsor all draft season, all football season long, all the way into next year. We're going to be hanging out with Prize Picks. Thank you so much to them for sponsoring the channel this draft season and the football season. And you guys can play every single sport imaginable on Prize Picks: NBA, NHL, MLB, soccer, tennis, the NFL season. That's what I like to do. I like the NFL more than any other sport. I love their season picks, and I am doing Puka Nacua more than 8 receiving touchdowns next year during the 2026 season. Dak Prescott for more than 3,974.5 passing yards. And then they have Matthew Stafford, Ashton Genty, Caleb Williams. They have everything. So you want to check out Prize Picks. Use code HMA. Get $5. Play $5. Get $50 more to play with. So you guys go check them out. Thank you to Prize Picks for sponsoring this episode. Now,
okay,
the Giants pick
it's a little bit
is
of a fall
live.
for Reese.
Yeah,
Reese on the board. Offensive players are rolling, guys. So let's reset here. To recap, Fernando Mendoza went 1. David Bailey went 2, which was chalk, right? We kind of felt that.
Yep.
The surprise to me was Jeremiah Love. I put a question mark right there because I just did not like that, right? And then the Titans outdid the Jets with not liking something.
I wonder if the Cardinals got to 3 and were like, we want to trade out, but nobody's offering them to trade out.
Yeah.
So they're like, you know what? We're just going to take the best player we can. And it just, an overall team building seems kind of.
And listen, you know what? Monty Ossenfort, those guys know better than me. Hey, great. But let me look at Tennessee's roster because Tennessee's defense, I feel like in chat, we can pull the chat on now. I feel like we can pull chat. Let me talk to y'all for a second. You guys may know Tennessee better than me. I'm going to look at their roster, but could they have used Arvell Reese? Does Arvell Reese maybe not? Oh wow. Whoa.
More jumping jacks.
2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. Next, I'm doing push-ups. We got $200 on the screen.
Zach coming in clutch. Why is it not letting me click on them?
We're gonna try to pull those $100 up. Keep the supers rolling.
Let's try this.
Okay,
there we go. Glad to get the chance on a live event to show love to y'all. Thank you. Hey, we really, really appreciate it. Hey, Zach's the GOAT. What I say last time?
He always comes through.
He does, but that's the great name.
Listen,
great name.
I drove 7 hours, 6-7 hours,
6.5 hours, I think. Long time.
This is for y'all, just so we clear. Like, you guys are gonna get a lot of draft coverage. It ain't gonna be like this. We went to the Senior Bowl. We're going to the Combine next year. You guys believing in us financially means a lot. I'm serious about that, guys, and we're trying to cover every nook and cranny. Now, one thing that I want to pat myself on the back lately, one thing I've been putting out there, Zach, is that I'm pretty sure these rosters, when you look at them offensively, they're not happy. We live in a Cowboys bubble. This is a beautiful Cowboys bubble that we're at right now. Our offense is good, Zach.
Yep.
Our team's offense is in the league good, Zach?
No, and that's what people don't. I think people kind of get lost.
Help, I guess.
You think about your team, what you need, blah blah blah. But you got to remember, not every team in the league, even the teams that are picking in front of you, their defenses weren't as bad as yours, and your offense is much better than any of theirs. But some best available guys that I have left with the Giants pick coming up, Caleb Downs is still my number one player. Yeah, that's the name I'm going to be the most sad to see come off of the board is Caleb Downs. Arvell Reese is still sitting there. Obviously, we talked about that slide. Sonny Styles, Mansour Delane, Ruben Bain Jr., Mekhi Lemon, and Francis Mauanoa. Those are my best available. And how many picks are we counting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 picks, and then the Cowboys are on the board. After the Giants make their selection right here.
All right, let me just say this before we go. You look at the Titans roster now. Carnell Tate, Calvin Ridley, Wan'Dale Robinson. Actually not bad receiver-wise. However, I just don't know about what that way. The Giants selection. Here we go. We're not going to read the chat.
We might have to just stick to supers for a little bit.
Oh, trade. Just came through on Twitter.
I think we're behind.
Okay, maybe want to refresh that. A trade just came through on Twitter. Wow. Okay, we're behind. We're going to get updated, guys.
No, it's still not. Arvell Reese. There's the Giants.
No, so that wasn't a trade. I'm sorry. The Giants go Arvell Reese. Okay. So the Chiefs got to the Browns. The Browns are now in front of Dallas. Who are the Chiefs going up to get, Zach? Why are they moving up? Arvell Reese is a New York Giant. Now the slide is over for him.
Yes.
Downs is still here. We'll get that screen put up, Zach. I want you to talk to me about Downs still being here because that's good news. I think that the Browns are moving back for a tackle. I don't think they're moving back for Downs.
The Chiefs could be moving up for Downs.
You think? I got some reports that Dallas was going to move to the Chiefs for Downs. I think that the Chiefs are going offense, Zach. But nonetheless, Arvell Reese is on the board.
You think Jordan Tyson, after spending that pick on Xavier Worthy?
Jordan Tyson.
Who else? Mekhi Lemon is there. You think we don't know what's going on with Ruben Bain? We've heard that the Cowboys don't have that much interest in Ruben Bain.
I wonder if that's true, but I wonder if they would pull the trigger anyways. This is going to be interesting because I'm just of the belief that this is a big pick because Washington is next and Washington Lamb. I have heard that the Saints are all in on receiver. So that could be your Jordan Tyson spot.
Yep.
You need one of these linemen now to go. Is this CC Mauanoa?
Could be. Definitely could be.
The Chiefs don't take corners in safeties high, bro. Like they went to Super Bowls with safeties in the later rounds.
I'm just worried about Downs because that's the guy that we want.
I know.
Like that's just how you get hung up on it as fans. We want Caleb Downs really bad, so we're assuming that everybody else does too. But that's not always the case, you know. I don't know who they would be moving up for though, because we follow the Cowboys year round, and we don't even know who they want to take. We know they're going defense, but we have no idea what they want to do.
Yeah.
So let's see. I feel like they're still taking forever between these picks.
It's not fast enough either.
No, I need to know what are we looking like when we get to 12. All right. And I got to stay off my phone because Twitter will ruin it as well. Let's quickly go over these super chats as well. Thank you to Trey for the $19.99. We really, really appreciate it. All of you guys watching. We're just trying to stay away from the chat for a little bit. But we are going to try to read super.
Get to the chat now. I don't feel like a pick has been made. Let's see what chat's talking about. Let's show them a little bit of love.
Hit that like button.
Let's show them love. If you guys want to pick, we're out of the chat. Shout out to almost 1,200 people. Here's that.
Chiefs pick is in. Somebody already ruined it. I'm pretty sure somebody ruined it. Somebody said their mics are very muddy. Please down.
Are they? Let me see. They can't be. We would have got a bunch of feedback. Let me see. I'll give it a listen.
Argo Reese talking about.
Let me see. Sorry guys, we're so excited. I mean, we did a sound check, but I don't think it's muddy. Maybe we're just so excited we're screaming.
Definitely could be.
Now my feelings are hurt. Are our mics muddy? Are our mics muddy? They're fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Somebody said, is there a way we can get both Downs and Styles? I don't see a way to do that unless the Cowboys were to somehow move up. And then you have to keep 12 while moving up. I don't see that happening. I think Styles and Downs are going to be gone before pick 20. Yeah. That rolls out either getting both of those guys. The Chiefs pick is in. I'm pretty sure I saw who it was, but never know. And that kind of makes sense with the Chiefs. What happened during their offseason? They lost both Trent McDuffie, Jalen Watson, and didn't just lose them. Jalen Watson, they let walk in free agency. Trent McDuffie, they traded to the Los Angeles Rams. Roger Goodell.
Got him.
Right.
That's a bomb. That's a bomb.
Yep.
I'll eat crow for that one, guys. That's one that I felt that he may be available, and no, he's not. He's a DMV kid. He's really good. I did want Monster to land on this football team, and I thought the Cowboys were going to end up with Monster to land. And a lot of people in mocks had him there. Caleb Downs is still alive. Sonny Styles is still alive. Ruben Bain is still alive. Yep. Would Dallas do Ruben Bain's at? Because that's what it's starting to feel like. Would they bail?
I don't think they like Bain as much, just based on what we've heard. And draft season is smokescreen season. Yeah. I mean, you don't want to sit there and be like, yes, we love this guy. We're going to draft this guy because some team's going to jump up in front of you. So the best thing to do would be keep quiet or, kind of throw it out there that you don't like that player as much. It depends who else is on the board. Ruben Bain is a great player, but Mansour Delane, one of the first guys I watched during this entire process, and that held up throughout the entire process of just going back to him. He's still my number one corner. I haven't watched anybody I like more than him. Good measurable, 6 foot, 190, moves really well. I think he's technically sound. He's played a lot of football, a 4-year player. Between Virginia Tech and LSU, really burst onto the scene in his final season at LSU. For me, he was the number one corner in this draft. And a guy that I actually, talking about the cornerbacks for a second, that I really would like for the Cowboys at 20 is Chris Johnson. I think he is a fantastic player.
So, what Monster Delane is, I think you're spot on. The notes I wrote down, he's a DMV kid. He ran a great 40. He's a dog. He's super gritty. You could even see, if you guys are watching some of the TV copy in the – are those more?
No.
Okay. No. Yeah, they are. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we got
they are more.
Yeah, but we'll do that. That's God is good.
Yeah.
With Monster Lane, he has man in his own flex. He would have been a great Cowboy, but the Chiefs are getting a good player. Good call there, Zach. I think that, the Chiefs said we didn't want to. I think the Chiefs jumped the Commanders. I feel like the Commanders may have been a Monster Lane team. The Commanders now on the clock. We were trying to jump the Giants at 10 to see what they wanted to do. But the Chiefs going up and getting their guy, I don't think that you could be mad at that. I wonder what Cleveland is going to do. I wonder what Washington is going to do. Does Washington say, you know what, we're going to go Jordan Tyson? I have heard that they like Jordan Tyson. He said that Washington felt, air quote, different to him. Like it felt like a place that he would want to be. I would like Jordan Tyson to be off the board. I want him, not even saying that I want him gone. I want another offensive player to go to push Sonny and Caleb kind of closer. Now, I don't want to get married to any of these guys because as you get
they'll
close,
rip your heart
they'll
out.
rip your heart. We just got a lung ripped out. Yep. Let's hope that we don't have it. Let's hope I'm doing more jumping jacks. So.
Yeah.
But back to Monster Lane. Two interceptions last year, 13 pass breakups. That's what really makes him. He can break on the ball and he'll tackle you. Great hips, great movement. I'm not gonna say that he fit the Cowboys mold more or less. Like he's not small, but it would have been interesting to see would they have actually taken him. But so far, the Cowboys are just staying pat and just letting things fall. And I'm not mad at this, Zach, because if you look at who's still available, all right, let's do the process of elimination. So Mansour's off, okay. X to Mansour, X to Arvell Reese, Fernando is gone, David Bailey's gone.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Love.
Some of my best available: Caleb Downs, Sonny Styles still on the board, Ruben Bain, Kai Lemon, Francis Mauanoa, which another guy that I expect to go inside of the top 10. Here's the Commanders selection.
Let's see.
So this could be a number of guys, really. The guy that I'm most worried about with the Commanders is Sonny Styles.
Really?
To me.
Can they afford to take an off-ball linebacker?
It's Dan Quinn. He's crazy. He's crazy.
What about maybe
they definitely could. I mean, I would say no, but I just saw the Cardinals take Jeremiah Love at 3. So it's always
things were going our way early. Then it's starting to get goofy now.
Yeah, it's starting to get scary.
Hey, we'll be here for it. Hey, George Pickkins is still a Cowboy.
Yes. At least for tonight. Oh, Goodell.
You knew he would pick his spot.
Talking.
He would pick his spot, right?
Yeah. Here we go.
Yep, you caught it.
All right.
Thanks,
there goes Sonny Styles off the board. That felt like a spot that's kind of been pinned this entire process.
Good call, well. I thought
they didn't re-sign Bobby Wagner. They have defensive problems. Dan Quinn's trying to save his job. You could have talked me into that being Jordan Tyson because they have Terry McLaurin's on the wrong side of 30 years old. Noah Brown still with the Commanders. Like that's what they're working with at wide receiver.
That's what I thought it would be.
It definitely had a chance to be Tyson. I'm interested to see what happens with Tyson though, because if he falls and we get to like 17, 18, 19, and he's still on the board, is there something medical going on? And let's say he falls past the Cowboys.
Yeah,
there's definitely something medical going on if he's making it into the mid-20s. In my opinion, because he's gotten a lot of buzz the past couple of days. And usually that indicates to me that the league is higher on him than media scouts have been this entire process.
Me living in D.C., I don't know if this pick makes the most sense. Now, the way Dan Quinn wants to play defense, from a defensive side of the ball aspect, I get it. They did improve defensively. They went out, they got a few DNs, not just who was the DN that they got from Baltimore? This is bad TV.
Odafe Owe.
They got Owe, and then they got Caleb Chase on. So they did get two DNs. But to me, living in DC, they don't have a lot of picks this year. I think they probably should have got a receiver. They need to help Jaden Daniels because you hit it. Terry is older. He's already like a borderline friends one. So are they okay with that? And with Sonny Styles, I think he's a good player. I did see holes in his game. Not a lot of holes, but I did see holes in his game where it's like you're gonna justify drafting a off-ball linebacker at 6. I mean at 7 in the top 10.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, Sonny Styles is my 4th overall player in this class, and I think there are some things that he needs to work on. But you saw the athleticism, the sure tackling. He missed 1 tackle all year long, and that took until the Miami game for him to miss that one. A 2.2% missed tackle rate. You're going to have to keep him clean. He's going to have to do a better job of disengaging blocks. I don't think he plays with as much physicality and strength as maybe some other guys in this class, but he is uber athletic. He can cover sideline to sideline, every blade of grass, left, right. He's been playing linebacker for 2 years, so there's some room to grow there. But you look at what he's 21 years old?
Yeah.
2 years at linebacker. You're already talking about him as a top 10 pick, a number 4 overall player in this class. For me, I would bet on the upside. But because now he's a Washington Commander, I'm out. He's not great.
Let's really make it make sense. That this is what scares me. This is their receiving core: Treylon Burks, Luke McCaffrey, Terry McLaurin. I think I would have added Jordan Tyson to that. That's just me.
Well, that's what makes me wonder about the medical.
Yeah, and
is it bad?
And if the medical is bad, I get it. But can you just will an off-ball linebacker year 1 affect the game?
No.
There you go.
No, overall value doesn't match what you would get from a wide receiver or a pass rusher. That makes me question Tyson's health. Because that, like you said, I mean, that makes the most sense.
What about
Lawrence kind of
Ruben Bain a bit.
Yeah. And I felt like that really picked up steam the past couple of weeks. That there was a chance that we weren't going to see Bain maybe go inside the top 10, that maybe be there for the Cowboys when they pick. That's what it has seemed like for a couple of weeks now, but to actually see it happening, and the Cowboys we're getting close.
We're getting close. 4 picks away. Yep. Saints here. Feels like offense, feels like a lineman, feels like a receiver. I don't know if I don't know. Now I'm starting to feel like teams are swinging the pendulum back to defense. I feel like that last pick was a bit of a reach, but, we'll see. Who are we feeling like the pick is going to be? Here's what we got on the board. Here's what we got on the board, Zach, that I feel like will be in play for the Cowboys at 12. And a possible trade up here, too. I don't know if Dallas is working the phones with the Saints. Maybe they aren't. They're kind of staying pat. I hate to say CC Noah is probably in play. He's number 7 on my board. He's still hanging around. Does the team want to come up and get him? Do you want to move back? We'll see. Ruben Bain is still on the board. This is my best available. Dylan Thieneman. If you had to stand in the pick, Dylan Thieneman is still on the board. Obviously, Caleb Downs is still on the board. That's the headliner. Michael Jordan is still on the board. Keldrick Falk. I know people don't want to hear this, but Keldrick Falk is still on the board. And that's the names I feel like, and Jordan Tyson is still on the board, that you would probably take at 12, Zach. Who would you take at 12 that's left on the board right now, sir?
Caleb Downs
is one.
Ruben Bain is my next best available. Caleb Downs is my number 1 player. So until he goes off the board, he's going to be my best available. Okay. Next is Ruben Bain, Kai Lemon, Francis Mauigoa, which would be an option. I just don't see how the best offensive tackle falls out of the top 10 to me. Like, he's super athletic, a very good player. No offensive lineman. It's been defenders. We've seen 2 linebackers with Reese and Styles, Bailey, Delane. Carnell Tate was really good. We knew Jeremiah Love was going to go. My best available are defenders. Top 2 best available are defenders. And my next 2 are offensive players, Makai Lemon, Francis Mauigoa. And I'm probably higher on Caleb Banks than most, but I really like Caleb Banks as well. And before we get to this pick, because they're going to be coming on really quick, let's shout out Zach again for dropping in the super chat.
Here's a little more. Thank you, Zach.
Yes, just a little bit more.
Well, and a little bit more followers. I mean, a little bit more views too. We're at 1,200 people on the live, Zach.
Thank you, guys. Everybody, could you please like this video? That lets us know. And
we need to get 1,200
likes. That's right. I was like, where do you see the likes at? Yes. Thank you to Zach. Thank you to everybody for being in here.
He dropped 200. Thank you, Zach.
200.
Seriously.
There we go.
We're going to continuously shout you out throughout the stream. Bro, Washington doesn't need a receiver.
But they need to plan or not have it.
Yeah, no. So me being in the DMV, trust me, Terry McLaurin had 500 yards last year. He wasn't healthy. He's on the wrong side of 30. They need to plan to play without. There are Washington Commanders fans in my group chat not happy about the Sonny Styles pick. I know what you guys are saying because we wanted Sonny Styles, and I get that. But you have to, again, your investment, you're trying to win when JD is under this contract, right?
Yes.
You need to get young talent in here like yesterday. You don't have Luke McCaffrey and Terry McLaurin is not enough. The Cowboys secondary can deal with that. Am I wrong?
That secondary last year handled them.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah, so
it would make sense. You're supposed to, as an NFL team, you're supposed to pick the successor before it's time. Like, you don't want to go into a draft being like, we need a wide receiver because Terry's gone.
Yeah,
you're supposed to get the wide receiver now. Hopefully he develops over the next year or two, and then Terry's gone. You have him in your offense already. Let's see what the Saints do at 8.
And
I'm really getting nervous about Downs.
Well, you're 4 picks away. The Dallas needs to move up, Zach, while we wait.
Could the Browns be an option? Could the Browns be a move back option? They need everything. They just like, here we go.
There it is. I said we need him off the board. Jump it there. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3. 3. Needed it. Thank you, New Orleans. I think now Dallas may need to jump the Giants. Unless the Giants are going. So the Giants went Arvell Reese.
Didn't we feel like they would go?
Go to Cleveland, bro. Go, Zach. Just go. Give up 3. If you want Downs that bad, if you got to get your guy, go to Cleveland.
I'll give them a call. Oh, they should do it. I agree.
Go, bro.
Let's move up.
Go
do it.
What is it going to take? I don't care at this point. You can't watch defenders go off the board, bro.
So the concerns I had about Tyson are not what I was maybe worried about if he fell. Obviously I feel like he's healthy enough. Durability has been a concern throughout his career, but a really, really good football player, and it makes a ton of sense. Kellen Moore needs to get Tyler Shuck help. And this is what we talk about, too. We're looking at it from a perspective of the Cowboys having Dak Prescott, where we are also like, he needs help. He needs Pickkins. He needs CeeDee Lamb and these guys. But NFL teams are looking at it tenfold more because of their young quarterbacks. You have to get your young quarterback help. Tyson with Shuck. I felt like that even maybe with the Giants at 10, maybe they take a Mekhi Lemon because they need to get Jackson Dart help. Sure, they have a number one wide receiver in Elite Neighbors. He's coming off of an ACL injury. They need Dart to be good because if he's not good, they're going to be starting over in 2 or 3 years. But yes, I am still worried about them taking Caleb Downs. I'm still worried.
We need to go up, Zach.
I just
checked Twitter just to see if there were any trades. There's no trades. Chat, we got to go up. Go get your guy. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Don't ruin his next pick. I am glad that Jordan Tyson's on the board. Now, listen.
So if you don't move up here, the Giants are going to pick. The Giants will make a pick before you if you don't trade up right here.
So let's talk about Jordan Tyson for a second, Zach. This kind of quiets down things as far as this quiets down things as far as the Cowboys going to get a receiver. So that's good news, right?
Yeah.
Because these are the 2 receivers that you would have had to go get. You're not getting Mekhi Lemon. You're not getting Chris Bell. You're not getting Boston. You're not doing any of that, Zach. So now it's, let's be honest, is Ruben Bain in play? Caleb Downs. I don't think that it's too early for Colton Hood if they can't trade out.
Yeah, I agree.
So the picks will be, I'm going to just say this because we are 3 picks away. We're 3 picks away. Can you believe it? We're 3 picks away, Zach. So what that's mean 3 picks away, y'all, I'm going to say right now, the pick will either be Dylan Thielman, Caleb Downs. Ruben Bain, I want to say. What if Bain and Downs are there together?
Downs.
Okay.
I'm taking Downs. Yeah. He's number one. Ruben Bain was my 7th rated player.
Now, I do want to say this. Jordan Tyson, if he was there at 12, I think Dallas would have probably had the conversation.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Seeing where the Saints have him, obviously taking him at an 8.
Yeah.
And wasn't it weird that Tyson just kind of fell out of the conversation as the process went on too? And we weren't really talking wide receivers anyway.
Yeah.
But there was mocks for a while where I was seeing him go to the Steelers at 21 or one of those teams at 24. Like, he didn't even make it anywhere close to that. But it feels like the media over the past couple of days, week, has really caught up to the Jordan Tyson hype. And you see it with the Saints. Take him at 8 overall.
Yeah, I kind of feel like Dallas should have gotten in front of the Giants, but I don't know. The Browns are picking. So here we go. You know, check our levels here.
Oh, no.
I'll go fix it.
Do we just get brighter?
Make sure on the road. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to fix that. Hey, we're producing on the spot.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Hey, it held up, Zach.
There we go. Oh, here we go. Roger Goodell to the podium. And we're watching this on a stream, so I think we're like probably 30 to 45 seconds behind. Okay, here we go. Roger Goodell is making the pick. Cleveland Browns. It's going to be Downs, isn't it? Francis Mauanoa still on the board. That's a guy. Mekhi Lemon, another guy. I really like Spencer Fano's tape, by the way. Really good player. Yep. And I also really liked his teammate as well, Caleb Lomu.
Yeah.
I thought he had some good film as well. He's an end of the first round guy, mid first round guy. But both of those Utah tackles were good. Right here. Oh, I saw it a minute ago. Oh, over there in the corner near that water.
Yeah. All right.
I'm scared to click the chat. We have 420 messages unread.
Sorry, guys. We're going to have to keep it on red until we get the good thing is that
Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Hit that like button. Let's keep moving up. Hey, we're almost at 1,300 people. Crazy. We really appreciate you guys for being here. I agree. Chris Helms. I want Downs, CJ Allen, Mansour Delane.
I forgot about CJ, but
yeah. I know everybody's hating on CJ Allen. Well, at least for the past, ever since that pro day. Ever since the pro day.
I gotta do jumping jacks. They've already seen my short today.
All right, we're all called up.
Here we go.
Giants. Let's go. Oh, he's gonna make it. Down's gonna make it. Down's gonna make it.
Oh!
Wait, hold on. Let's not let
Miami
get him.
No, Zach. Don't even give Zach. Why would you give me that?
Listen. They do need a tackle. So Mauanoa makes sense because we're not supposed to be getting married to these players, and we're over here jumping around like they already took him.
Hey, jumping jacks.
So that's what we talked about with the Giants. We talked about them taking, and I said that, and people were like, "No, they're going to take Downs and Styles. They're going to take both of those guys." They didn't take either one.
We're going to 11. I just got the text. The Dallas Cowboys are going to 11, guys. I'm telling you, we're going to 11.
Okay. Don't spoil the pick. No, for yourself. Did they really?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Why,
I just got.
why would you move up? Why move up in front of Miami?
Do
Miami
it, bro.
threatening
Do it.
to take
Just
your guy.
You have to, bro. You have to. Hold on, wait.
How many fifth round picks do they have? Two,
It doesn't matter. You can have that fifth. You can keep it. You get a fifth. You get a fifth. You can have that fifth. Oh my God. Look at the. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You get a fifth. You get a fifth.
Hold on. People are gonna start spoiling. I got to get back to the what's it called chat real quick so we can see these. Why can't, dude? Why am I struggling so hard with that?
Zach, we're doing jumping jacks. We're gonna clear this. I'm gonna do push-ups.
Clear what?
We're clearing this.
I'm doing clear it. We're all connected. We're not allowed to get. We can't. Dude, I don't know why I can't get to the. I don't understand. All right. Well, the Cowboys move up, 5th round picks. So
it makes sense for Miami.
No, it makes a ton of sense. It makes a ton of sense for both. Not a bad trade. I don't care anything about the fifths, but that makes sense of why they would make that move because they have so many. Oh, we got 1,300 people in here. Bro. I don't understand. Am I blind? Why can I not see where how do I get to the chats? Just these.
Right now, man.
Why is it not working?
Go to comments. Go to comments.
All right.
All right, chat.
I'm on the comments.
All right, so at this point, guys, I think things are crashing. We're at 1,400 picks. People, you guys are amazing. We haven't been super. We haven't been super professionals at because we've been so excited. Because right now, the number one player on my board is the. Do you see it? Do you see it? This is what happened. Good things happen to those who wait. They do. Good things happen to those who wait.
The Cowboys are in their war room, clapping away. You think it's down?
It's down, bro.
You know?
I don't. I don't.
Don't be reading everything.
No, I did it, Zach. I'm reading my tweet ready.
Yeah, you know it's spoiled on Twitter too.
No, I haven't.
No, I'm saying be careful. All right, here we go. You ain't got long. Sorry, Zach. I wish I could get your comments to show up. I don't understand what's happening.
We're gonna 1,500 people in here, Zach. That's ridiculous. Hey guys, make sure you guys understand this video is brought to you guys by Prize Picks. I know that your plays are probably all messed up when it comes to the draft. This is a very unpredictable draft. I don't know if anybody got this right, but in all fairness, like I didn't see Carnell Tate going that high. I didn't see Washington going Sonny Styles. I know you like that pick. But the Dallas Cowboys have moved up. They gave up 2 5th-round picks. We'll talk about all that later. They still have 1 fifth, correct, Zach? Because they had 3. They had 4? They had a bunch of draft capital in the back end. And it makes sense for Miami. You're just moving back 1 pick. I think Miami's going to go Celtic Falk here.
They had 3 fifths.
So the Cowboys only gave up 1 fifth. They stayed pat, and it looks like they got their guy.
1 fifth, or they gave
2.
Up 2?
They gave up 2.
What did they give up? 177.
They gave up 2.
I know they gave up 177. I'm trying not to look at my phone because I know Twitter is going to have it everywhere.
I'm not going to look.
1,600 people in here. Cowboys are making their pick.
Don't look at the chat, man.
The Cowboys on the clock.
Producer of the year.
I need to
dude. Hey, listen. In all seriousness, though, guys, we're not done. Like, we're not done, Zach. We have another pick. This is why the Micah Parsons trade and you getting those picks and the whole 9 matters. I won't let you change it. We'll figure it out. We don't need to.
Oh, I did change it. It did change it.
Okay.
Yeah, this isn't even the end of the fun.
No.
The Cowboys have another pick. Usually, last year we talked about the pick at 12 for like 2 hours. Weren't really sure
we're gonna have
what else to talk about.
All rolling that.
They're going now. We saw a thing it wasn't going to be till what? What did I say? 10:30?
Yeah,
no, that's until the next pick. Yeah, this is about right. I think
they'll be on 20. I will say this though. Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
I will not be talking about the next couple picks if we get our guy. I'm going to do a complete background on this guy. So we'll take up 20 minutes talking about this week, if it's who we think it is.
I can't get his messages to show up.
Zach, we're going to make sure.
I don't think. Wait, hold on. I don't think so.
But the Cowboys on the clock. We got to turn this up. Sorry. We got to turn this up.
They can't hear it.
Oh, yeah, they can't. But we're going to see the pick. The Dallas Cowboys on the clock. Let's get our reaction.
We gotta buy his jersey now. We need to get on there and buy his jersey now. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness.
Hold on, Zach. Hold on.
Oh, you can't see it. You move over just a little bit. Other way. There you go. Now zoom. Not photo. Oh, there it goes. Oh my goodness. Wow. And I just got the 13th pick spoiled. That's wild.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, number one player in this draft, Caleb Downs to the Cowboys at pick 12. And you know what? I am extremely surprised that he made it.
Are you kidding me, chat? Chat, are you kidding me? This guy's a force multiplier. He is about everything that he says he's about. He's going to come in, change life. He can set the defense. He's going to call the defense. I don't know. I don't want to get crazy. But he can run the defense. He literally was the number one player on my board.
Yes, me too. And
been that way for a while. He was the best defender on Ohio State's defense.
No, yeah. He's been the best player on defense all 3 years. Like he came into the league or into college as the best defender. Played at Alabama, moved to Ohio State. Caleb Downs, in my opinion, can do it all. He can play in the box. He can play deep. He can play in the slot. Really good against the run. I just loved his film. Elite instincts, the versatility, like I said, have him play and impact the game in multiple ways, whether that's in the slot, deep safety, roll into the box. Really good tackler, one of the most reliable tacklers in this class. Great angles, breakdowns well, and finishes consistently in space. Football IQ, I think, is what most people say about Caleb Downs. And that's what Peter Schrager was talking about. I can see him making it 12 or 11 now that the Cowboys got him. I could see him making it there. But this is a guy that's going to instantly be the smartest defender in your room. I mean, like from day one. I am extremely, extremely excited to see Caleb Downs in a Cowboys. We need a jersey. We need to just buy one now.
For once, it feels like Dallas did things right. Like for once, it feels like the Cowboys got something right, did it right, Zach. I don't know. Like, it feels surreal. You know what I mean? Now, is it a safety? Yes. But Caleb Downs is a Dallas Cowboy. Like, what? That doesn't even sound right. Literally could have went to any of those teams in the first round, Zach. And you say it's great. Right? And you didn't have to give up crazy assets. You stayed pat at 12, well, 11. but it's 12, right? You didn't give up your second first. The pairing is going to be so awesome, Zach. The pairing. Who are we pairing this with, Zach?
Christian Parker.
Who are we going with at 20? We'll get to that.
I thought you were talking about Caleb Downs
breakdown on why Caleb Downs.
I think they go secondary again. Or I could see an edge player. Ruben Bain's still on the board, as far as we know. Here's Caleb Downs talking about. Dude. That is that is so exciting. Best case scenario.
It's nuts, bro.
Cowboys fans reacting to Caleb Downs getting drafted. Oh yeah, people are going nuts. Oh my dude, that is one of the bigger names that has been a Cowboy in quite some time. Like one of the biggest people are going to be more excited about this pick than any of the previous ones that I can remember.
Well, let's really talk about the player. So I've been watching Caleb Downs since he was at Mill Creek in Georgia. Then he went to Alabama, and this is a player that Nick Saban said the minute that he walked through the door, he's a gold jacket guy. This is Nick Saban saying this now.
Yep.
Nick Saban saying this. The Dolphins pick his name. Nick Saban saying this.
Caden Proctor, 11.
That's good.
That's high.
Is your Wi-Fi working?
That's high.
Trying to post something. Maybe Twitter's just exploding right now.
All right, you want to talk about Caleb Downs?
Let's talk about Caleb Downs. With Caleb, I just see a player that, wow, almost 1,400 people. Are we back?
Yep, 1,400.
Keep jumping. All right, so now that I've calmed myself down, Caleb Downs, the Dallas Cowboy. I think that he's gonna play the nickel. He can play on the back half. He's an amazing tackler. Look at him as Devin Witherspoon, the safety version, right? Whereas Witherspoon is the corner version. Caleb Downs is Devin Witherspoon, the safety version.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he has extreme instincts. I think that he just does things that you can't coach. As far as the leadership, as far as the know-how, as far as the playmaking ability, I feel like Cowboys fans don't even understand just how good he is. I said this when I was on a few platforms, and I said the thing that makes Caleb Downs so special is that he pops off my screen. So
consistently.
When they were playing Miami, there were times where I'm like, oh, where's Sonny Styles? Where's Arvell Reese? Where are you get what I'm saying? And Caleb Downs is causing the fumble versus Malachi Tony. Caleb Downs is, you know what I mean?
Yep.
He had some plays against Michigan State last year, Zach, where he came from depth and literally knocked the running back out.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? So
you know who I think you can thank for this?
Who's that?
Dylan Thieneman and Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. Because I think teams looked at the safety position, which you said it when we started the process, that teams don't take safeties inside of the top 10. Hasn't happened since Jamal Adams. That streak continues with a generational prospect in Caleb Downs. You said that, but you can also thank Emmanuel McNeil-Warren and you can thank Dylan Thieneman, because I think teams are looking at that, especially if you're sitting at 5 and being like, we can get those guys. They might not be close in their eyes, but that's just how they're seeing it. That helped him move down boards. Now, I'm not saying it's at all rich. The Cowboys are in a position. Their defense was so bad last year that they could have taken an off-ball linebacker, a safety, edge, a defensive tackle. I would not have cared either way because they were simply that bad. That's how you make your football team better.
Yeah, I look at this and I say to myself, Dallas actually did it right. Dallas actually got it right, Zach. When I said that teams don't take safeties in the top 10, I got laughed at. I did.
Mm-hmm.
Not by you.
No.
This guy's special. I salute Dallas for standing on their big boy. Don't freak out. Let the big boy and then feel their ways, Zach. Yep. And you said the fit. Talk about him and Parker. Like, People don't understand. This fits like a glove. I don't know if you guys have ever watched the OJ trial or the OJ documentaries. Like, if it doesn't fit, we must have quit. This fits, Zach.
It does. Well, you think about Christian Parker, and what does everybody say as a coordinator? He's one of the smartest guys when he walks in the room. Yeah. He is ahead of his time. What does everybody say about Caleb Downs? He's the smartest guy in the room. Like, that is the perfect pairing. It just is. Caleb Downs is going to come in and immediately be your best defender by a mile. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't hate the Keldrick Falk pick.
If you pair him at 20, you love it.
20, it's fine. But if they were to take him at 12, he's not your best defender.
Mm-hmm.
He's not your best defender off the rip. So getting him and Downs, I'm pretty sure of the guys that are left defensively, other than Ruben Bain, that was it. You have Bain if Downs wasn't there. And then I saw somebody, I need someone to bail me out of jail. There's no way they drafted Downs. There is a way. I can't believe it either. I was just waiting for my heart to be broken at 8, 9, 10, 11. Even with the mock drafts, all the people saying he wasn't going to be there, I just knew, like, man, through the lane. Oh, he's going to make it to 12. He's going to make it to 12 in the past week. I just knew he wasn't going to make it. I need to get a Caleb Downs jersey. And then someone said, did we need to trade up? Yes, because the Dolphins were probably threatening.
Yes.
If you don't come up and get him, they probably called Miami and said, who are you taking? And we're taking Downs.
They did.
And because they know the Cowboys want Downs, they were just taking him because they're in the same boat you are. They're terrible. They're terrible defensively.
Here's the bottom line, chat. The bottom line is you walked away with the number one player on my board, the number one player on – was he number one on your board?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so – and we didn't talk about our boards pre-show. Actually, me and Zach haven't. We purposely did not watch any Dallas media today. We just talked about life, all these things. A few landmines that you've gotten past. One, George Pickkins is probably a Cowboy for a while. It feels like they want to keep that juju there. And it feels like Dallas was the smartest people in the room today. Because when I said that the Giants were in on offense, I meant it. And I think that if Cardinal Tate was there at 5, he would have been a Giant, right? But he wasn't. And
that's
so,
crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, but it fell, right? I'm literally doing jumping jacks early because it fell our way. So now, Zach, as it's falling, Monster the lane. That's what scared me. That's really what scared me. Was Kansas City going up to get the lane? Because I just said all these nice things about Kansas City doesn't do this and that. But then the Cowboys let the plus player fall to them. How? But I'm going to tell you how. It's because these teams can't explain to their owner that we can get a safety that can help us. When the owner's saying, well, what about defensive end? What about wide receiver? What about guard? What about tackle? Just talk about the pairing with Christian Parker, Zach.
You get two big brain guys on a defense. You get a guy that a coach on the field is what I imagine with Caleb Downs, a high character guy, high football IQ, like just the brains of the operation can now be on the field. I think Christian Parker is going to really love him getting guys in position. Talk about the versatility. He's probably going to be in Caleb Downs will probably play in a bunch of different rooms. He'll be in a bunch of different rooms throughout the week.
Yeah.
I can't think of a better pairing. And I wasn't sure that Downs was going to make it either because of Mansour Delane going off the board at 6. But you know what made me feel better the past couple of weeks? The Cincinnati Bengals not being there. That was my number one team. I really think they would have taken him if he were there at 12 because it was you two teams at the bottom of the league. We talk about pairing with 12. I wouldn't mind at all if people got mad at me. I made a video about it. Katie McDonald, the defensive tackle from Ohio State. You want a true nose tackle that can play right over the center and absolutely bully everyone in his path, not give up ground, and then have Kenny Clark on the other side, Quentin Williams if you want to play in those 5-man fronts. No team is running the ball on you, at least not between the tackles because of those 3 guys. There's a bunch of different pairings, but just overall, I couldn't be happier. I feel like these picks are slowing down with what they did. And I'm going to tell you right now, I spoiled this one for myself. Hey, you know this pick?
I don't. I didn't see it. I want to keep talking about
kids. This is wild. No, just listen to this one real quick. This is the Rams. That's good. That's good. That's good for the Cowboys going to 20.
That's a
great
smoker
for the Cowboys going to 20.
I think you may double up it in secondary here because if Chris Johnson's there,
I was about to say I'm a Chris Johnson fan.
Here we go.
That's my guy.
Guys are rolling. Guys are falling off of that board, man. Guys are hanging around, bro. Where don't be surprised that if they just say we're redoing this thing.
Yep.
Don't be surprised, buddy.
This is my top 10 corners. We looked at this a little bit earlier, I believe, but Chris Johnson is my next best available at corner. Jermod McCoy, D'Angelo Pons, really like him. He's a little bit small, but still loved him as a player. Colton Hood, is kind of worried that they were going to take him at 12. I didn't see the value in 12. Chris Johnson is so technically sound. I love the possibility of getting him at 20. Especially with Caleb Downs now. Like, you want to rebuild your secondary, you want to get 2 cornerstone pieces, those 2 guys would definitely do it. And there's your top 10 corners.
Zachy, Jermod McCoy, obviously, we got new information there. So I think that he'd be off the board. Now, I will say that Chris Johnson and Colton Hood, if we look at our stacks, well, we really got to ask ourselves, what did Ruben Bain get to do at 20?
That would be crazy. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm running out of this draft the happiest person. Like, I would have never imagined
We're done with the stream. We're just
we're just going to leave. We're just going to go.
Okay, so you know what we need to do, Zach, is let's do an update of who's left. Okay, so Sonny Styles to Washington, check. Dylan Dinneman still on the board. I'm not now. What I'm doing, guys, I'm going in order of my top 100. Spencer Fano, that was a big one, Zach, to the Saints.
Yeah,
we love his feet. No, that was Jordan
Tyson.
Cleveland.
Yeah,
and Fano, we didn't talk much about him. Great feet. I just didn't like the power as much, but that's cool. Kenny Sadiq is still hanging around. Put an X by Jermod McCoy because I had him at 17. Obviously, the new information that's come out, guys. You don't wish that on anybody, right? These guys' dreams, but he's not in play for the Cowboys. So that's done. So you have Caleb Downs. You got the big fish. This is the big fish. I circled the big fish. You got Moby Dick, right? Cool. Now, best available is looking quite nice for you, Zach. If we look, and I'll go to my just true positional rankings, and minus McCoy because we know Jermod McCoy. You could very well go Chris Johnson, who's my third corner. Your second?
Yep.
Okay. You could very well go Colton Hood, and your secondary is remade, Zach. If you
definitely feel a lot better.
Let's look at edge. I still have my number one edge on the board.
Ruben Bain is the big one. Like, let's watch this. Let's watch this. There were a number of networks that had him as the best player in the draft, or like the third best player in the draft, and he's playing a premium position and he's falling like this. It has nothing to do with the car crash stuff and all that, or the incident that he had. I really think it's the arms. I think a GM's going to have a hard time selling it to an owner that we took a guy with 6th percentile arms or 5th percentile arms. It just doesn't happen. But at 20, I can't imagine. I don't think he makes it past Carolina at 19. If you want Ruben Bain, you're probably
CeCe's still on the board, and they are a tackle team. CeCe Malano is still on the board, Zach. This is good. This is good.
I know that, but I Carolina's probably going to go defense.
But Zach, you're in Carolina, so you would know. But Zach, let me ask you this: does the off the field stuff, like, can teams get away with that?
Dallas, Monroe Freeling's on the board.
There you go.
I mean, you have some tackles that could definitely.
And what did we say, Zach? We need these tackles. Well, now you need good tackles to be there, right? Yes. I'm gonna peek over at your board, right? Go to the top there, Zach. So we're white there, rightfully so.
Yeah,
we're white. Let me talk to Mike. This is interesting, but where? I don't think he's a Baltimore guy. I think Baltimore may go Falk, if I'm guessing.
We know that they wouldn't take a wide receiver. Mekhi Lemon is who you're talking about. Ruben Bain, Mekhi Lemon are my two best available offensive and defensive players. Caleb Banks, Caden McDonald, Keldrick Falk, Chris Johnson, Caleb Lomu. Yeah. Here we go. Here's the Baltimore Ravens at 14. Here we go. Drum roll, please.
No, good pick.
The guard.
That's a Baltimore pick.
That's good. That's a great pick. And they lost Linderbaum. You think they might want him to play center? Can he play center?
I keep him at guard.
He's a really good guard.
He's Tyler Booker, right? Like he is. Oh, can I just show you? Just so you know, this isn't fluff.
Yep.
He was asking my book. Dallas shouldn't have done it, but this dude he's a joker. Like he's not quite as strong as Tyler Booker, but he's in that I just want to maul people. It's a Baltimore pick.
It is.
It's a Baltimore pick. You know.
Okay, so Monroe Freeling, Francis Mauanoa.
That's a little bit of a dip. Oh, but you know what?
Francis Mauanoa isn't on the board anymore. He went to the Giants.
He did.
Yeah, we missed that.
Sorry, chat. Okay. We're gonna reset here. Do we have a read for the guys that we could play?
Yeah. We're gonna do a quick ad read with Prize Picks before we
recorded.
Go to. I got one right here.
We have to take a quick break in the action so I can tell you about the new sponsor of the channel, Prize Picks. It's daily fantasy made simple. You just pick more or less on player projections and build your lineup in just a few taps. And what I like most is it's not complicated. I can go between football, basketball, baseball, different sports, put them all in one lineup, and now I'm locked into everything. Get in on the action for the NBA playoffs. But for me, you guys know I'm all about football. I talk football 365 days a year. So I'm going to go to NFL season, and I'm going to choose for Puka Nacua to have more than 8 receiving touchdowns next year. Remember, this is for the entire 2026 season. Puka has been really, really good. I expect him to continue to be that good. And then Dak Prescott, more than 3,974.5. If I play $20, that is to win 60. And it's something that I get to pay attention to all football season long. If you guys want to get started, if you're not tapped in yet, now is the time to do it. Download the Prize Picks app. Use code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5. That's code HMA. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. We have to take a quick break in the action so I can tell you about the new sponsor of the channel, Prize Picks. It's daily fantasy made simple. You just pick more or less on player projections and build your lineup in just a few taps. And what I like most is it's not complicated. I can go between football, basketball, baseball, different sports, put them all in one lineup, and now I'm locked into everything. Get in on the action for the NBA playoffs. But for me, you guys know I'm all about football. I talk football 365 days a year. So I'm going to go to NFL season, and I'm going to choose for Puka Nacua to.
All right, we're back. A little bit of a bathroom break. I'm back, but we'll be back here in a second. So we are at pick 15 after the Ravens select Penn State guard. Whew. If you guys could, please like the video. If you're watching this live stream, again, it tells people that you're enjoying it, tells YouTube that you're enjoying it, and then more people can come in here and watch the video, especially for the Cowboys pick at 20. After the Cowboys pick at 20, we have a feeling that they're not going to move back into round one. We're going to go ahead and break down how both of those picks obviously go together. If it's defense, how they help Christian Parker. Maybe they go offense. Maybe there's a name that we haven't really talked about yet that it could potentially be an option if he's still on the board. Akeem Metzador is still on the board as well. Maybe that's a guy at 20. Ruben Bain is the name that we're watching. We're on Ruben Bain watch. Man, just getting Caleb Downs kind of makes the night, right? I wonder with the Cowboys if you guys let me know in the comments. Are you mad if they take Falk at 20 now? Because that's kind of just been the name. Whether you have watched him and you know why his sack numbers are low, or you haven't watched him, why? Oh, no. All right, well, we got that ruined. Bain is off the board. He goes to the Tampa Bay Bucks, which makes sense. Yeah, that was a name that I was worried about. The New York Jets are an option. Yeah, I would never imagine that they got out of this draft with Bain and Downs. Like, that just is too good. It's too good to be true. Yeah. And I agree with people in the comments, trade back, get another day 2 pick. We just need to see who's on the board at 19.
Yeah.
Lemon at 20 is funny. Lemon at 20 is what somebody said, because Mekhi Lemon with CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens is disgusting. Mekhi Lemon can line up in the slot. He can line up on the outside. He just wins. He wins. And you're talking about a guy with CeeDee playing so much in the slot. You need a guy that can play inside and outside, no matter where you put him. And Mekhi Lemon, if you go and watch his reps at USC and compare that to Amon-Ra St. Brown, I think that's the kind of receiver that he can be in the NFL.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just can't believe that Caleb Downs is a Dallas Cowboy. Like, it is surreal. Now, we're going to stay professional once we get to 20, because I think that they hunt Falk. I'll speak on Falk if you don't want to. If you go back to the Alabama tape from 2024, and you see Tyler Booker on that tape, Zach, you see Keldrick Falk beating Tyler Booker. You see him beating their whole offensive line. You see him two-gapping. You see him doing good things. I just feel like you could get some good stuff out of this kid with the right coaching.
I agree. And he did have some reps, and we just saw Ruben Bain go off the board.
Yeah.
He had some reps on the outside, like a couple here and there, but they weren't asking him to consistently do that. And I think people have questions about him doing that. Now, here's the problem with Falk, and why I would be less mad with Caden McDonald, because are you asking Falk to play on the outside? Are you asking him to be an outside linebacker? Because it's getting very, very redundant if you're asking him to play that 4.
Not a 4.
It's getting redundant. I think you have Quentin Williams that can do that, and you have Kenny Clark. That's going to be their natural spots more so than playing over the center.
I think when he's in the game, you just don't ask him to drop, and you just keep him as like a tilt 5 in those odd man fronts.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's what, if you go get him. Could this be Malachi Lawrence, who could drop? And he's been a name. I talked to John Machota yesterday. They have done serious work on Malachi Lawrence, but I have Keldrick Falk as a better player than Malachi Lawrence. Now, that's not to say that Malachi Lawrence wouldn't come in and be amazing. Yep, because you see the juice, you see the burst. He's 6'4", bro. He was a 4.52 guy. Like, so his straight line speed is great. The change direction is really good.
He's a heck of an athlete.
He's a good athlete.
And so of my best available right now at edge, Keldrick Falk is the next best available. Akeem Mesidor, R. Mason Thomas, TJ Parker, Malachi Lawrence. And I'll tell you why I have Malachi Lawrence so low is because of the run stopping ability.
Yes.
It is bad. The gap integrity is bad. Being able to anchor and hold up against the run, not get pushed off the line of scrimmage is bad. But what have we learned over the past 10 years in the NFL? Teams do not care if guy is bad against the run. Can you go rush the passer? Can you go?
But how is this team building their teams at? They want to stop the run.
You would think they would want to, yeah. Which, and Malachi Lawrence kind of goes against that.
Is there a dark horse here? Is there a dark horse at 20?
R. Mason Thomas was getting some buzz. I think that's a guy that can play 3-4 outside linebacker and drop into coverage and is super and stop the run and go get the quarterback. That's just a name to watch.
He's light, Zach.
He is.
He is. But if you want that true outside linebacker Nick Benito vibe, yes.
I do get those vibes for sure.
They are just showing so much love in the supers. We are trying to figure out the super chat thing, guys. So we're gonna get all that on the screen before we depart, which we're not departing anytime soon. But
no,
the point is, we're gonna choose every time to say thank you. Also, want to give a big shout out to my pastor. I'm texting him now because I want him to see this. So he just had a loss in his family. And this dude supports us that so much. And I just want you to know, Pastor Rick, love you, love your family, praying for y'all. We have good people who support this channel. Is my point.
We really appreciate
all walks of life, and I just want to say that, like, I'm a man of God. I believe in God. I pray. He is one of the leaders in my life, my pastor. So much love to you, Pastor Rick, and your family. Sending y'all nothing but love. Zach, this has been a night, man. Like, this is why I love the draft. Let's take back the analytics. Let's take all this back, Zach. All this. I'm not looking at this right now. We went into the draft today, Zach. First of all, me and you were eating in your beautiful hometown, and we're eating, and it's like, are we gonna get a guy that we like, Zach? Are they gonna trade George Pickkins? It was so many unknowns.
Scary.
And then an hour and a half later, Caleb Downs, the Cowboy. Grown men aren't supposed to be all excited for Christmas. You know, you get together with your wife or your girlfriend and you wear matching onesies. This is my Christmas. This is Christmas for me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was worried that we were going to have one of those disappointing drafts where not necessarily the Cowboys made a bad pick or anything like that. I was worried that we were just going to have the vibes and the Jets are about to make their pick right here at 15. And I'll continue with my thought here in a moment. Kenyon Sadiq off the board to the New York Jets.
Oh, so they went. We'll talk about that. That's interesting. To say the least.
They went. They went David Bailey.
And they went Bailey and
Sadiq. Yes.
So the Jets are gonna Jets, I guess.
Yeah. What I was saying is fans typically get more like high or low than some of these front offices do, whether we think they make the right pick or not. I was worried that it was just going to be one of those drafts where no fans were excited. We needed a fans draft, right? We needed guys that could rejuvenate everybody defensively. Now I feel like getting Caleb Downs has kind of been a talking point. It has been a talking point, but now it's real. Like, Caleb Downs on this defense with Christian Parker just doesn't get much better than that. It doesn't. And hey, how we feeling, Apollo? How we feeling?
Let's tag Bosh Lombardi in. Hey, Bacho. Well, let's see if I can get him on. Hey, Bosh, we'll get you on the FaceTime, and then we'll pull you up. I already got it tapped in for us. Is that the one? Bosh, you got me? Hey, Bosh, we've been doing this a long time, right? We're gonna get you. I want to get it to where the people can hear you. All right. You got headphones? Can you find some headphones?
I don't have any. Not any that plug in.
No, you're good. No, you're good. You're good. I'm gonna put you to the mic like old school. All right, Bosh. Ladies and gentlemen, Bosh Lombardi is calling in from the motherboard. Bosh, I did jumping jacks on stream. I did.
Hey, man, sometimes you got to make the call to Steven himself, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to walk upstairs, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to walk upstairs and make sure it get done. Look, man, I got y'all, man. Vosh is a man of the people. Big Vosh cares if nobody else cares, you feel me? I got that done for y'all, you know what I mean? I just want y'all to be grateful, you know what I mean?
How you feeling, Vosh? How do you feel about the player? How you feel about the pick? How do you feel about us staying packed? I will give you flowers. You said stay packed. How do you feel?
Man, look, fantastic player. He was at Ohio State. He did everything at Ohio State. What I love the most about this is that the Cowboys didn't just put all the pressure on the young guy. They was active, free agency, Jalen Thompson. So Jalen Thompson gets to be the main guy now, and Jalen Thompson really turns into like a bridge guy. So Caleb Downs gets to just study. He gets to just kick it. He gets to live in the defense, play week to week, do whatever his role is, and maybe in 2 or 3 years or whatever, Caleb Downs, then he gets to emerge, and he just gets to get the guy. I love what the Cowboys, they ain't just sit back and kick it. They didn't just wait around. Look, man, send them fives. We'll just find a way to get, picks later. But send them fives. And get your guy. They did well. Caleb Downs was number 2 on my board, bro.
Bosh, the only thing that I thought about when they made this pick after they secured it was we are going to see a lot of 3 safety sets, bro. And teams are gonna be in hell trying to figure out what we're doing, Zach. Like some of that mix on the back end and some of that like true 4-2-5. You don't know who's coming. You don't know who's playing the force. You don't know who, like that gives quarterbacks issues. Like, think about it. Jalen Thompson can play on the roof, but so can Caleb Downs. We've done this a long time. When have we gotten our guy at safety, bro? This is not Xavier Woods, Zach. Zach Vox. This is not, I love Marquise Bell to death. This is not Marquise Bell and as an undrafted free agent.
Yeah, J-Ron Kurz, Malik Hooker, like an older Malik Hooker. This ain't that, man. You actually got safety you believe in. Listen, man, I got to run. I don't know what's about to happen at 20, man, but I'm going to hit y'all back. And if I find out anything, I'm going to hit you up, and you can just do what you want to do from there. But honestly, how I feel, bro, they can do what they want to do at 20. They got the number 2 player on my board. Overall, so shots to the boys. They did great. I'm gonna tap in with y'all.
Hey, we'll be watching you later tonight, bro. Love you, man. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Bosh Lombardi.
I think that's kind of the sentiment, though. Yeah. Like, who cares what they do at 20 now? Because you did get the best or the second best player in the draft, and I think it was that way for a lot of people. But we saw Daniel Jeremiah say. Fernando Mendoza was his number 1 player. Like, no, he was going first overall. Mendoza wasn't the best player in this draft above like a Jeremiah Love or a Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs was consistently inside of the top 5. That's how good he was. And I've honestly reading the chat. We've been reading the chat a little bit more. Yeah. I've been seeing a lot of Colton Hood, Chris Johnson. People want to fix this secondary. Really do.
I think, Zach, I think you have to. Like, now that I'm like calm and in my right mind and we can really like talk this thing through, you have a chance to reset this deal, right? And what I mean by that is you have a chance to reset this secondary. You haven't had that. Like, as much as people like Trayvon Diggs in his heyday, he was a second-round pick. He was. If you get quality, premium talent in the first round, Zach, you do it.
Yep.
Maybe you say, you know what, we'll get our backer in a trade. We will, figure out another route at backer. But we like our defensive line. We just made a huge adjustment to our secondary, and we want to overhaul the secondary. Yeah. Because we know that at some point Bland is going to go out. We don't know who Savon Ravel is.
No, we don't.
And Kobe Durant is a good player. I'm not going to bet on that.
No. And just think about how bad this defense was last year. Like, they couldn't have gone wrong with anybody. I don't think anybody's mad about this pick. The Lions are about to make their selection right here at 17.
Okay,
because we're getting into certain watch, right? We're getting into certain like watch territory on some of these guys. Ruben Bain obviously went off the board, but like Hayden McDonald is just a name that I keep going back to. Chris Johnson. They're still going.
Hell yeah.
But I also said that they were okay with getting out of this draft without a linebacker. Now maybe they take one at 20, but I think they're fine with it.
Yeah,
I think they're fine with it because they'll go make a trade.
No, I completely agree.
Here we go with the Lions pick at 17.
All right, we go. We go, Zach.
Pick 26 NFL draft.
I'll make it.
Blake Miller. I like him a lot. I like Blake Miller a lot. Clemson tackle, young, very young. Has played a lot of football.
We heard there was going to be a run-on lineman, man. In the run,
it's happening. Yep, this is it.
The run-on lineman.
But good news for Dallas.
That's get good news. On. I could cry still.
Yo.
I could cry. You're on with Zach. You're on live, baby.
We did it. It took 10 years. We did it.
Say it one more time, Scott.
We fucking did it. Bro.
Still, this is is a lot of on the draft series. This is a lot of prayers. We went through Xavier Woods. We went through Marquise Bell. We went through, and listen, no shade to none of those guys. Barry Church, I love you. I do. I love J-Ron Kurtz. I know you out there somewhere taking care of your family, doing your thing. But my dog, still, talk to me. You want candid camera? Let's go.
Hey, man, I ain't about to break nothing down, bro. I was just calling to tell you we fucking did it. After all these years, man, we finally got ourselves a dog at safety, man.
Darren Woodson type.
We will break it all down, obviously, over the next weeks and months and shows and everything, bro. But I thought about you. I thought about us because we've been asking for this for so long, man. And it's finally about to go down.
I'm gonna tell you this before you hang up. Still, don't leave me yet. I was talking to Zach here. Are they doing a complete overhaul of this secondary at 20? It's something to watch, right?
But that's something we had talked about. A scenario we said, like, go ahead and just get the safety in the corner, and we wrapped up the secondary for the next 4 years.
What I say, Zach? Yep, it's done. It's done. Like, people won't notice. You don't got to play about it no more. Oh wow, that's an interesting one, Caleb Banks.
I like that. I like that pick.
I think Dallas could trade back here. This has been an interesting draft, Scott. I can't wait to. Okay, we'll talk, buddy. All right, love. Hey, listen, I'm gonna be real with y'all, right? I don't know if I don't know. I don't like to me. I don't know if I've seen a draft this crazy. Like, I would have went Dylan Thieneman right there, bro.
That was supposed to be the pick forever. Like, that was the one that was the obvious connection. But hey, dude, Caleb Banks, we saw him at the Senior Bowl. Excellent player. Excellent player. Just disruptive. His 2025 tape wasn't as good, but if you go back and watch his 2024 where he had a healthy foot, monster on the interior. And that would have been a guy I would have considered as well.
Can I
just because of how good of a player he is.
No, they wouldn't do this. Would they take down him?
I don't know. Seems like he's going to be on the board.
Is that crazy things have happened? Like, talk about.
I don't know.
I don't think you do that. I don't think you take another. As we are one pick away, so I think that I think that I still have T.J. Parker on my board, who's really high for me. Kaden McDonald's in there, Keldrick Falker's in there. I have a feeling it's going to be between Keldrick Falker, one of the corners. I would love C.J. Allen. I don't think they do that. If they did C.J. Allen, I'm set. But it's going to be between Keldrick Falker, one of the corners. Zach, where are you at? Because we're a pick away. And these picks are now rolling. They could trade out, too.
Next 4 picks.
Wait.
They traded out.
Dallas traded.
With the Eagles.
Dallas traded.
Why would you trade with the Eagles, though, bro? Why are we trading with the Eagles? Is this Jacob Rodriguez? They moved back. Where did they move back to? What were the Eagles, 24, 25?
We got 2 4s. Where was Philly?
So the Eagles received pick number 20 and a 7th rounder, while the Cowboys received picks number 23, 114, and 137 in a trade back.
That.
So they moved back 3 spots. That makes us wait a little bit longer. But that's good because I think there's going to be a lot of games. And that's a good deal for Dallas.
Yeah, 2 4s.
It's a good deal. I don't love.
You don't want to help them.
No. Yeah. But, it is what it is. At least you can get more picks on day 3, a little bit closer to that top 100 that we've been talking about. Get as many as you can.
How many spots did they jump?
3. Dallas moved back 3. The Eagles move up to 20. I like it.
So 2 4-round picks for 3 spots?
They got 2 4th-round picks for 3 spots, yeah. So 114, 137. Jerry's kind of cooking. They're kind of cooking in there. And you know what? If we get there, and this is a weird draft where more guys go off.
You might get to Dallin Everett or
this is
linebacker, Zach. This screams backer to you. Because edge stretches. I might stay here another day, Zach. We might be going. I'm serious. What position is this?
For Dallas at 23? Yeah. I think it could be a number of them. I think it could be linebacker, corner still there, Chris Johnson still on the board. That would be my next best player at corner. Obviously, Jermod McCoy still sitting there. Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. It wouldn't take another safety, I wouldn't believe. Omar Cooper Jr. I love Omar Cooper Jr. Such a fun receiver. Oh my goodness.
Zach, stay away from those receivers. No, Zach. Stay with what you're doing. What the Cowboys are doing is revamping the defense.
We're supposed to be going BPA. Supposed to be BPA. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody's like, let's go BPA until the names start coming off the board, and then everybody's like, you got to go defense.
Is that another 99? Bro.
That was earlier.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to shout out to Solid Duck as well for the 99. We really appreciate it. That was when he said he needs somebody to bail him out of jail. Let's go over these real quick. Let's thank everybody for the super chats. Y'all look like a coach and GM at a presser. My guys, thank you. Thank you so much to Jerome. Oh, he has a bunch of, I was like, what? Jerome, thank you for the $2. Jerome, thank you for the $2. We really, really appreciate it. That's all the periods. Did we need to trade up? Yeah, we talked about this a little bit earlier. I think you had to trade up because Miami was saying we're going to take Caleb Downs if you don't move up. Like that was kind of what it was. And you just got your. Yeah, why would you trade up? So what was the point of that?
I think. So but think about it. It didn't work out early, but it worked out now because you got the.
I was going to say you got it back, but I'm saying if Miami wasn't going to take him, why would you move up? Yeah, they were like, hey,
but think about
the guys are going to come up now, or we're going to take him.
You traded 2 4s for 2 5s essentially. Because you're going to get the player.
Yeah. No, I like Monroe Freeling goes to the Carolina Panthers at 19, and the Eagles are on the board. See, we're kind of like stuck trying to not read the chat at the same time.
We're sorry,
but yeah, we did need to trade up.
Hey, is this for a lineman that the run on lineman has been crazy? And like, what linemen are left? I think the teams are like, now I heard Philly wants a lineman. Are they going receiver? Are they going?
Oh yeah, they're definitely going receiver.
Hey, I want to give a quick shout out to 2 of my coaches. They're watching. Coach Walt, and everybody in my group chat. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. All my family that's watching. I love y'all. Listen, we just having a good time. The Cowboys just drafted Caleb Downs. It's nothing y'all can tell me. My hat is on. Drunk. I'm not drunk, but my hat is drunk. Me and Zach, we're out of character. We got Caleb Downs. This is supposed to be fun. I told y'all, this is Christmas. We'll be buttoned up another day on another stream. Right now, this is Christmas, Zach. Because everybody said he wouldn't get to us. Commanders fans are sick right now. Eagles fans are sick. There's no fan of anybody in the NFC East that's happy that Caleb Downs is the Dallas Cowboys.
This is the best case scenario. This is going as well as I could have predicted, for being honest. I don't think it gets much better than what they're doing right now. We've always been talking about, hey, if the boards fall a certain way, move back from 20. And they're moving back.
To get those 2
and the Eagles are going to make their pick right now at 20 with the pick that the Cowboys got.
Like things are going faster. You can't tell me that it didn't speed things up.
But some of these picks are really far apart and then others quick. The Eagles, it's gonna be Mekhi Lemon because that's
Omar. Good call. Wow. Bye, AJ.
I like Mekhi Lemon. That's a good pick for Philadelphia. They wanted to get their receiver. Gone. You know why the Eagles wanted to come up, right? Because Mekhi Lemon seemed like an obvious Pittsburgh Steelers pick because he pairs extremely well with DK Metcalf. They jump the Pittsburgh Steelers and take the wide receiver.
That's a good call on your part, Zach. Well, I guess we're out because I'll say this. That the end is over for. Let's talk about. I want to. Can I do something real quick? That we have some fun. I want to celebrate AJ Brown out of the division. I don't care what anybody says. AJ Brown is a dog. He's good. He's very good. And then like the thing about Lemon that I don't get with them, I would have probably went Omar Cooper, bigger body, more of a guy, similar to AJ Brown, but you don't deal with the issues or the headache or the. But he's gone. This all but seals it, right? There's no way they're keeping AJ Brown now. They went to go get the Packers. What did they just sign?
Romeo Dobbs.
They got Dobbs. They have Devontae Smith, and now you bring McCollum. The only thing is, McCollum. I know you were really high on him, Zach, but does he feel like a slot only?
No, he can play on the outside.
Zach,
he just gets open.
He's small.
He's 6 foot. He's 5'11". He's 5'11", 190. Not the fastest guy. AJ Brown, he's been gone. He's been gone. They pretty much said that he was going to the Patriots. They just got to wait till after the draft and June 1st and blah, 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 the money, whatever. He's going. He's not. No. AJ Brown's gone 100%. But, it's a good pick by the Eagles. And that's one thing, too. When you watch the draft and you watch a lot of people talk about it and you watch these players yourself, you do come to appreciate teams making picks a little bit more than just like, oh, it's the Eagles. I don't like the Eagles. Please share this. Number one player, is this better than the CD pick? It's right there with it. I would say because CD was the sixth player on their board. They get him at 17.
Yeah.
Downs number 1, you get him at 12. But this is a slide we expected. We didn't expect the CD slide. That was like a what?
Can I be honest? I didn't expect this slide for Downs. I thought you were going up. Yeah. This is what I saw, Zach. I saw Dallas having to get up to Kansas City to get down. Then when Kansas City went up, I was like, we're cooked. And it's going to be Dylan Thieneman, who's sliding a bit. But I get it. And so you just stood in and you picked. Well, you moved up to Miami. But now the question is Philly, did they hedge a little too much? Are they too smart? Here's what I mean by this is they need lineman help, Zach. Their O-line was not good last year. Guard needs to be in play. Lane Johnson's getting older. Here's what I say about McCollum. You need an accurate quarterback for a kid like this, I feel.
As much separation as he's a guy that you don't have to throw to with anticipation. You just throw because he's open. He reminds me a lot. I know, but Amon-Ra St. Brown's the exact same size, and he's dominating.
That's right.
He gets like the NFL has moved away from these 6'4". I mean, look at Denzel Boston. Denzel Boston 10 years ago would have went inside the top 10 strictly because he's 6'4" and can run fast at 230 pounds.
Yeah.
Devontae Smith, small. Corners are getting smaller. Like it's just, and the pick is in for the Steelers at 21. I imagine that this could be Omar Cooper Jr. And let's thank these people real quick. Thank you, Brandon, for the $4.99 in the super chat. We really, really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Everybody that has super chatted, that is chatted in the box. We have 102, almost 200 messages. People keep commenting, keep talking in there. Let it be known Parker is from the DMV. We getting at 20, push linebacker edge. What are we doing, boys? That's what's funny.
Well, now you move back to 23. Now the draft has changed for the Cowboys. And Zach, we're gonna have all night to talk about it. The draft has changed. I really want to organize my thoughts because the sweet spot of this draft is where the Cowboys just traded into in the 4th round, right? So to be honest with you guys, I don't think that anything is said here. Like they're gonna just stay true to their board, I would think. I don't think it's Omar Cooper, but if it's Falk, this is going to be their best.
This Steelers pick's about to be Omar Cooper, I bet.
Okay, let's see. Is that them singing?
Yeah, I don't know
what they're doing. Sorry, guys. When we get quiet like that, it is literally just because they're doing like these special things. We're trying to hear the pick. We don't want to ruin it. We have 1,400 people in this live stream right now. We're going to continue to thank you guys. This has been a beautiful live. I'm extremely happy. Not only because the Cowboys did the right thing, but they got a good football player.
They did.
You have a good football player, and they're about to get more. They just added 2 more picks. They moved up in the draft, and they're probably going to get one of the players that are in range. I would bet it's either going to be Jacob Rodriguez, Keldrick Falk, or Chris Johnson. Actually, Colton Hood, scratch Chris Johnson. I think that they're higher on Hood than Johnson. Those 3. That's what I'm going with. One of those 3.
I agree. I think that's right. And for me, of how I rank those guys, Falk and Johnson in the same range. Tags touching, I would take Chris Johnson. I'd take the corner.
Would you take him over Colton Hood?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's my number 2 rated corner. I would take him.
Okay.
He's he's a good football player, technically sound. And now I realize why they're doing all this dancing and stuff. They're in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So they're gonna
while they
have
do
a
that,
whole singing thing going on.
While they do that, let's kind of reset our board. I'll just look at yours because my paper's all messed up. I didn't do it at y'all a few times. I think Avion Terrell wouldn't be in play. I like Avion Terrell, but the numbers from his pro day kind of scared me. Okay, no, so Goodell's coming back, guys. Let's see what the pick is here.
Might be a minute. We need to get through these.
Okay.
Linebacker or edge at 20.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, thank you for that super. Who was that on that super?
It went away, it disappeared when I clicked it. This pick will energize the fan base. That was talking about the Caleb Downs pick. 100%. If they do something right here, because I see another comment, and thank you to I can't read that far.
Yeah, sorry,
Night Train James 247. Y'all are pretty far away from us. That's why we're struggling here. Yeah, look, do we trade 23 for Crosby? And that was what I was going to say.
You could,
yeah, because now you're moving back.
Yeah,
you're moving back, so the pick's not worth as much. I don't think they're going to do that. Jerry seemed pretty out on the idea of that happening. But thank you to Wild Nuts 28 for
you read that?
Yeah. Downs and CJ Allen is still possible. This is great for us, but Bain, McCoy, Fallen. This was from earlier. Yep. Bain, I honestly am really surprised that he made it that far down.
I didn't think he would get out the top 10. I think the teams really just overthought that. Teams overthought. I'm looking at the camera now.
We would have been mad if they missed him. If they didn't take him and Downs wasn't on the board and they passed on him.
Well, can you believe that Ruben Bain and Caleb Downs were on the board? Like, just sit back and think about that. All the shows we've done. No. The draft is crazy, man.
Oh, the Steelers took
teams are hunting linemen, bro.
They really are
hunting linemen.
They really are.
When you get out of this draft tonight, we are going to say that teams, there has to have been 7 linemen drafted.
A lot.
I hope the teams are ready. I actually like Maxi Iheanacho. I love his tape. His footwork outside of Spencer Fano was the best. He's just new to the position, and he hasn't played much big-time football. He did okay against David Bailey, I want to say. I got to go back and watch that tape, but he marries well. And like watching his workout, he moves, bro. He looks like a power forward. That's kind of how I want my tackles to look, Zach. Now, this tape, that's what it was. This tape against Texas Tech, I don't want people to go too crazy there. Here's why. One thing that I saw with him was when they played Texas Tech, the ball was out really quick. It was like a bunch of quick games. In the league, you're going to play some guys that just get ready. But, hey, man, you're an NFL player now. You're at Pittsburgh still. Pittsburgh has quietly built their offensive line.
Yeah,
they've got some nice pieces on the interior now, tackle, and they coach it up out there. So you're going to have to run block. But, yeah, we're 2 picks away, Zach.
Almost there.
We're 2 picks away.
Unless there's a move that we're
I don't think they go again. I don't think they
move back either.
Yeah. So who's the pick?
At 23.
At 23. With 2 extra
I'm
fours.
still sticking with Chris Johnson. That's my pick based on my board. Kaden McDonald is right there. Tags touching. It's those 3 guys. That's my best 3 available players. Is McDonald, Falk, Johnson. Those are the 3 guys that I would be interested in. They're out on McCoy. Mesidor isn't up there. I still have him graded as a mid-second round pick. That's what I had. A lot of people liked him more than that. It kind of seems like it's going to be Falk. There's just been a lot of buzz around that name.
But Zach, don't you get on here and frown if we draft Keldrick Falk. I would be so fine with that, bro. But I think they're. You know what? I'm gonna just let the pick happen, bro. I don't want to make any more projections. I want to enjoy this night. We've already got, to me, a future Pro Bowler. I think we could get 2. I think that we could get 2, Zach. Because I'm not mad at the Keldrick Falk pick, bro.
I wouldn't be mad at all either. I think a lot of fans would be. They would just. I would argue against the redundancy of having a guy that.
Who do you do jumping jacks for, Zach? If we right now, Chris Johnson,
probably Johnson, McDonald. I'm telling you, I would just playing straight up over the center. Like you want to stop the run, that'd be the way to stop the run. But I would love for them to get better in the secondary. Having the secondary coaches and Christian Parker and those guys that love the secondary so much, having those guys on staff and being able to rebuild the back end of the defense. I always go back to that Lions game. The Lions literally would drop back, 3-step drop, 5-step drop, and throw the ball because they were not scared at all. They weren't even the slightest bit worried about your secondary because you were that bad. We don't know what we got here. And here comes the Chargers pick. And then the Cowboys are going to be on the board, on the clock. So the Cowboys aren't going to have a chance at Akeem Mesidor. So my top 3 guys still stay there.
Okay.
There it is.
Dallas is back on the clock with 2. Remember, this is 2 first-round picks still available. I mean, 4. Excuse me. You move back 3 spots to get 4. Zach, you move back 3 spots to get
2 fourth-rounders.
4th-round picks. The sweet spot of this draft is from the 2nd round to, I'd say, mid-5th. That's the sweet spot of this draft. And so Dallas is looking really smart. They still have pick 92. Could they use that one of those 4s to get
up a little bit?
Up a little bit, possibly. They willed and build a lot tonight. Zach, if you think about it. They made 2 moves. That's a lot.
That is a lot for what we usually expect from this team.
We'll talk about all of that. But Dallas they went in here with a clear plan, and now we wait. Now we wait for the pick. We're going to get the pick live. We're not going to let you guys ruin it. But
we got to wait. We got to wait.
Yeah, I'm not.
You know what, though? I'm kind of sad, bittersweet, sad. You're going to ruin it for yourself on Twitter. You just did it, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
You didn't see it?
No. This was Malik Neighbors reacting to the
I'm kind of like sad.
This Malik Neighbors, he's sick that they got that we got
down.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bittersweet thing because I want this night to keep going. Like I want the Cowboys to stay where it's at.
Yeah, I do. It's been fun. Oh my God.
We are feeling good. Apollo the Leader. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the $2. We appreciate it. Everybody watching. If you're watching this, please like the video. I agree with Big Razzle here. We get our corner next, Hood or Johnson. And I'm fine with either of those guys. I just keep Johnson because he's at the top of my board.
Did you want Mesidor right there? Man, people ready for this pick.
No, I didn't want Mesidor.
You were good.
Yeah, I was good.
I think, okay, here we go.
And obviously the Cowboys weren't worried about missing out on it.
No, when people, I saw some of that at 12. Like, that's not happening. 25-year-old with injury issues. That's not. No. Now, I will say this. Zach, we got to go on record. I just said that we shouldn't overanalyze. Let's overanalyze a bit. Who's the pick? Go on record.
Chris Johnson.
Colton Hood.
It's gonna be a corner. I just got a feeling. I don't know.
No.
It's tough. Falk.
It's gonna be Colton Hood, and my 1A will be Keldrick Falk, who I love. Let's see.
And there's some really fun names still on the board, like C.J. Allen, Manuel McNeil-Warren, Dylan Thieneman.
Is this a left? Is it Jacob Rodriguez?
That's another name.
They were at Texas A&M. But then you have to tell yourself that you're okay with your corner room. And you just got 2 4s. So I don't know. I think I would get corners.
I could see them being okay with their corner room. I really could. I could see them talking themselves into Dron Bland. He's going to come back healthy. He's going to be just fine. Oh, Simone Revel, we already spent a top 100 pick. He's coming back from ACL. He'll be fine. Oh, we got Caleb Downs. He can play the big nickel spot now. Oh, I'm telling you, I think they could talk themselves into being fine at corner. That's kind of why I just keep saying Falk, because it's been the name. It just makes too much sense. But in the grand scheme of this draft, nothing's been out of the book.
Yeah, that's true.
Nothing.
Hasn't this been a fun night?
Yeah, it's been all over the place. It's been crazy.
Yeah, I don't want this night to end. I'll tell you this, in all seriousness, with Downs, all the work we did on Downs, Zach, every topic, people should go pull those up. This is nothing new that we said about Downs. This is nothing, literally the best player in the class. I hope this is a pick. I don't think it is. It's gonna be that. Yeah, no, this is just something else. So, I don't want this night to end. It's not going to. We're gonna. I think that we're gonna go corner here. I think we go corner. I think we go corner, but I could also see
even with them telling themselves Kobe Durant. You don't think 5 million, 6 million to them matters?
Mm-hmm.
I can see it mattering. I can see it, and
only because Durant's more of a nickel. He's high in insurance. You have to redo that room, Zach. We can't go the route of, bro. Do you know we had playing corner last year?
Oh yeah, no, it was bad. It was bad. But I'm saying they can talk themselves into it.
What's my guy's name? We got from Buffalo. It was.
Oh, Kyrie Elam. Yeah, I know. I'm saying they're bad. But I'm also saying that they can look at that, at least the front office, not Christian Parker. Jerry, Steven, and Will can look at that and say, well, Bland missed a lot of time. Rebel didn't come back until the end of the year. Oh, we have Downs now. He can play that big nickel role. Like, we're just going to hope for the best. They do that. Kobe Durant, we spent $5 million, $6 million on him. And the Cowboys, and here it comes, Cowboys selection. It's Keldrick Falk. I just got a feeling. Is it Hood?
Oh, it was Lawrence. Wow.
There's your pass rusher.
John caught it. John Machota, ladies and gentlemen.
That name makes a ton of sense. It's been a name. And like I said, he wasn't my best available edge player. Yeah. I had Falk, Thomas, Parker, and then Lawrence. But the one reason, and if he can clean this up in the NFL, is the run defense. Yeah, it has to be cleaned up. You want to talk about a juiced up pass rusher, a guy that can get after the quarterback, a guy that's got moves, is uber athletic. We know they like their athleticism.
Yeah.
Malachi Lawrence is that guy. I like the combination. They needed a pass rusher. And just what we've talked about, they're fine with getting out of this draft without a linebacker. I never thought that Jacob Rodriguez was going to be this big, if we're being honest. It never crossed my mind. He's like my 6th or 7th rated linebacker.
No.
This makes a ton of sense.
The sack production is real. The violence with the hands is real. The change of direction is crazy. Dallas has really knocked this draft out the park so far, right? And getting the 2 4s back. But let's just talk about Malachi Lawrence. So he is my edge. I did have Falk as a better player. I'm gonna be fake, but he's my edge 5. So tags were touching with him and Kelvin Falk. I think that the pass rush juice is a bit higher with Malachi Lawrence than Keldrick Falk. And I mean, you feel good about that, right? You needed to get after the quarterback. So now it'll be Donovan Ezaraku, Rashawn Gary, Malachi Lawrence, and go have fun. And I feel like you can do that. And the thing with Lawrence is he can drop a bit, right? Like he can play in coverage. He can play that outside backer role, true to what we were saying. Like with Falk, you look at him as more of a wide 9 or 5 technique, the whole 9. With Lawrence, it's like he can go get the quarterback, but he can drop. And bro, 6'4", 4.52 40. We talked about that earlier. The athleticism is good, Zach.
Very good. Great. And when you combine that with the nuance that he has as a pass rusher, I think you have a guy that could be really, really good in the NFL, get it after the quarterback. And I say he's a bad run defender, but I think a lot of that has to do with gap integrity and just will. He did have 28 tackles for loss in his UCF career, 20 sacks. He was really good all 4 years that he was there, 3 starting seasons, 3 straight seasons with 5+ sacks. Really like his tools as a pass rusher, has a bunch of different moves in his bag. He can swim, rip, chop, all of it really well. One of the best pass rushers, pure pass rushers in this class. When you just look at him getting after the quarterback, he has the athleticism to drop back as an outside linebacker. I'm not mad at this pick at all. I love it.
To me, with this pick, you're betting on coaching.
Yeah.
And it was the same thing that you would have bet on with Keldrick Falk, in my opinion. Like, with Keldrick Falk, you need to clean up. It's actually the inverse. With Keldrick Falk, you would have needed to clean up him catching the edge. With Malachi Lawrence, you need to clean up him just pressing the run. and be. It's not that he's a bad run defender. It's just that he needs to be a bit more stout. But Dallas may not ask him to do that, bro.
Yeah.
Dallas may just ask him, hey, go get the quarterback year one. Go bring and add juice. And I think he can do that, bro.
Yep. And he is more juiced up. People are going to compare this to Donovan Ezaraku. Like we talked about his pass rush bag. We talked about him being able to get after the quarterback. I think Malachi Lawrence is a different type of athlete, a more explosive, twitchy, souped up athlete than Donovan Ezaraku was coming into the NFL.
Well, his name he had gained a bunch of steam, and rightfully so, bro. Like if they are doing the work, so they know the player, they have went behind the scenes on the player and who he could be, and so he's not a name that I think the fans are. I want to make sure I say this, uber familiar with, but I think that they may need to get familiar with him because he's going to play early, right? And you don't know, like, how is Donovan Ezaraku going to come back from his injury? We're hoping that he comes back, but you need waves of pass rush. Pass rush makes the secondary better. You just got your pretty much, I feel, leader in the secondary in Caleb Downs. Probably you didn't go wrong with Caleb. Now you went A+, and I think with Malachi Lawrence, I would give this pick right now in real time like a B+, B-, because of just the holes that are in his game. He's not a complete player, but the pass rush juice is real.
It is. And what does that tell us about the cornerback room, or at least what they think about it right now, that they can get by, but also now they have those 2 fourth-round picks. Yeah. They have 92. I would love Malik Muhammad in 3, and we're going to talk about that tomorrow morning. We'll do a video talking about names to get ready for day 2 of the draft. But Caleb Downs,
they do hunt a corner here at pick 92.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
There'll be some good names there. Darren Everett, the Stephen F. Austin kid. There will be some good names at corner. Obviously, we need to reset, and like you said, we'll do content about that. But just walking away with Caleb Downs and Malachi Lawrence, come on, bro.
You can't be mad at this draft at all. Like I'm super excited. Caleb Downs makes the draft. Like if you're excited, Caleb Downs is the reason why.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes Casey Concepcion.
With the Browns going Concepcion, no. I think with them, I would be having more like a meat potatoes draft, probably get the best of them. But you know what is that? We say this every year. A lot of good players are falling. It's been a slide for a lot of guys.
Yep.
Dienerman, McNeil Warren is sliding. Chris Johnson is sliding. I'd wonder if some of these guys start to get closer to 92, they use one of those 4s to move up.
Try to get back up there and get their guy. 92. And I was going to tie that into this comment by Rob. Can we get back in the second round? Probably not the second round. You're probably looking at the third. Like if you can go from 92 up.
Yeah.
With one of those 4th rounders.
You're going to be sitting a bit.
We're going to sit tomorrow for a little bit. For sure.
And I think honestly, because it's a second and third round tomorrow, and then the 4th and the rest of the draft is on Saturday. I think that Dallas may just stand pat.
Look, Concepcion's in Charlotte.
Oh, you know where that's at?
Yeah, I actually do know where that's at.
Is he from Charlotte?
I guess so. That's pretty cool. They're gonna sit. We're gonna and it's gonna have to be close though, right?
I think they're gonna draft.
How far can you move up from 92 with a 4th? I think that's the question.
You would need to look at the trade chart. But I got Caleb Downs on my team. I got Malachi Lawrence on my team. We'll figure out the rest. There are going to be good names at corner. You could. I think you need to hunt a corner. And I think that you need to hunt a linebacker off ball.
Yep. But
the way this draft is going, there's been a run on offense. I did not see this run on offense because I was thinking this is a heavy defensive laden draft. Like I thought that all the talent was on defense. And teams at the top said no.
No. Yeah.
Run on lineman. Major run on line is that. It's interesting.
So, those 4th round picks aren't going to move you a whole lot. They can get you up to about 80. Yeah. They can get you about 80, 81. And that's something we'll talk about in the morning as well. what they can do with those and what they can maybe move up. But as of right now, let's recap this really quick. A good run on offensive tackles. Some wide receivers go inside of the top 10, but really the offensive tackles started flying off the board in those middle teams. And we just kept saying throughout the entire draft process, we need as many offensive players as we can possibly get to go before the Cowboys select at 12 or 20. You get Caleb Downs, Malachi Lawrence, they've been tied to him for the past month, past 3 weeks. We've heard that name, and it came to a fruition. We got a legit leader on defense in Caleb Downs. I honestly, this is the first Cowboys jersey I've wanted to buy in a while.
Darren Woodson just tweeted him.
And then what?
He just tweeted Caleb Downs. He's just like Darren Woodson. Darren Woodson, ladies and gentlemen, just tweeted Caleb Downs. Like, wow.
Dude, you're talking about a guy with the pedigree of coming out of college or coming out of high school as one of the best players in the country. Went to college, was one of the best players in the country, but he just happens to play safety.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about pedigree and a guy that's been good at every level of football. We talked to a guy at the Senior Bowl about that.
Yeah.
Somebody in the Cowboys department.
Yeah, we won't name drop.
You need to believe that a guy, if he can do it in high school, if he can do it in college, why can't he do it in the NFL? It doesn't make any sense, especially when you're doing it at that high of a level. Same thing with Malachi Lawrence. He's produced for 3 straight years. I get worried about the guys that don't produce in college. What makes me believe they're going to be able to produce in the NFL? We haven't seen them do it before. I think you got 2 instant starters. I think Malachi Lawrence can rush the passer day one.
I think the thing, so you needed 2 starters and a contributor out of this draft. I think that Dallas may now end up with more because Dallas has shown that they will put late round picks on the field, right? They did it with I always want to say Carson Swester. Who's that guy from I didn't play great. He played great in the Browns game. A corner from Wake Forest. I can't even think of his name. Kalen Carson. I always say Carson. Look, goes Carson. I would say Carson Swester. Dallas didn't even draft. The Cowboys put Kalen Carson out there. He was a 5th round pick. Like, if things happen, you're going in a game. Not only that, you'll get an opportunity to play. Like, Malachi Lawrence is going to be in there on sets. Rashawn Gary isn't signed long term. He's on the team, but he's not here long term. You do have your 2 horses in the middle of your defense, and now I think you have your new leader of your defense, bro. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen tomorrow with Caleb Downs as your true leader, but he's going to lead this defense, bro.
Yeah.
Now, linebacker and corner shoot up to needs. How about, is that what you feel, Zach?
Yeah, for sure. Linebacker. And I think they're fine with getting out of this draft without one. I don't think they care. I think they have a plan. I think Jordan Brooks is an option. I really hope Patrick Queen isn't their option. Like, that's the fallback plan. Jordan Brooks would be the answer to me at linebacker. But they're fine getting out of this draft without one because they could have taken Anthony Hill Jr., which I had a couple of people commented that. Thank you to Santana Perez. And thank you to Rob. Again, Hill Jr. could be the answer at linebacker. I think if they wanted him, they're going to go between – those linebackers are probably going to go between 30 and 40, 30 and 45. So if they wanted him, they could have picked him. So that just tells me right there that they're not 100% on linebacker. Like, they didn't think that they needed one bad enough. They have a plan outside of the draft. And I want to hit on this one too from Wild Nuts again. I'm pissed about.
Wild Nuts, you might got to change your name.
I'm pissed about the pick. A lot of better players on the board. Let's hope Lawrence is like the Tyler Booker pick, sleeper.
No, so let's talk about that. What I'll say about this Wild, you know what? Can't think like that, bro. Respectfully, and thank you for the $5, but you just can't think like that. Here's why. I see real upside with Malachi Lawrence to where Dylan Thieneman off the board to the Bears. Happy for Dylan Thieneman. I knew he'd be a first-round pick. I love Dylan Thieneman, but back to the Malachi Lawrence point. I don't think you can think like that because there are better people on the board to us. But what do we always say, Zach? We don't have the information. there could have been a chance that the Cowboys could have passed on Caleb Downs. They're hunting guys who fit their mold. They're hunting players who are going to do what they're supposed to do. They're hunting players that are Cowboys. And I know that sounds silly, but no, like they want prospects on this team that are Dallas Cowboys that are going to play a certain way. They're going to show up to practice. That are going to do the things. They don't want players that, we don't know behind the scenes, and we don't know they're bored. So not to go on a rant because, I had Keldrick Falk. Him and Malachi Lawrence and Keldrick Falk's tags were touching. It's in writing. But the Cowboys went Malachi Lawrence, and I see why. His pass rush upside is better than Keldrick Falk's. It just is what it is. So we can't sit right here and act like, well, there are better players because if he hits, you've now flipped Micah Parsons for 2 fours from the Philly, Caleb Downs, Quentin Williams, Malachi Lawrence, and if this all helps your defense get to a top 15 defense, you feel great. This reminds me a lot of Jared Verse going at 18, where all these pass rushers go, and because teams are going to set their strength to the middle, and I just thought about this. They're going to set their strength to the middle. This is why I wanted a rusher. They're going to set their strength to the middle of our defense, right? They're going to set it to Quentin Williams and Kenny Clark. You don't mean to tell me that this guy's going to beat lesser tackles in the NFL? I think that he will. That's literally what he did on a high clip, and he has the ability to retrace. He has great ability to retrace. I think that people are going to really grow to like this pick.
Well, I saw somebody else in the comments say, how many run stoppers do you need? like if you want, why would you not want the pure pass rusher guy?
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Because Sean Gary, he can stop the run. Kenny Clark, he can stop the run. Quentin Williams, he can do both.
Yeah.
Donovan Ezraku actually was better stopping the run than we thought he would be. It didn't rush the passer as well.
Yeah.
Malachi Lawrence is going to rush the passer better than he did.
He's a better prospect than Donovan Ezraku. Prospect.
Rushing the passer, yeah. Taking into account his run-stopping ability, I would say, Donovan Ezraku wasn't a great.
That's what coming out he wasn't.
But was he as bad as Lawrence?
I don't think Lawrence is bad.
No. I think he can be coached up.
Okay.
But he has to be willing to be coached up. A lot of his, like I said, with his run-stopping ability, yes, he'll get washed out of gaps. His anchor isn't good enough, but he also is too eager to shoot gaps. And for people saying, well, he didn't have any production, he had 20 sacks in 3 years. He didn't start until his second year in college. 28 tackles for loss. That's a guy that's knifing into the backfield, making tackles in the backfield. Keldrick Falk had 4 sacks last year. All right. And I would have been fine with that pick. But 28 tackles for loss, 20 sacks. He had a 20-something% pass rush win rate. You're looking at a guy with a 9.97, 9.98, 9.99 relative athletic score that already has pass rush tools, already has a bag. I just can't be mad at it. Did I have him as high as the Cowboys? No, but I'm not mad about it because I think that they needed that. It makes sense to me. They needed a pure pass rusher. They need a guy that on third down, how many times did they get teams into 3rd and 12 last year?
Yeah.
3rd and 15, 3rd and 19 and give it up because literally the quarterback could sit back there for 5.5, 6, 7, 8 seconds and nobody can get home.
So, and you're drafting him also because the athletic traits and the measurables and the upside is just too good, Zach. So let's look at it. So 1.5 10-yard split, his 40-inch vertical. He had a 40-inch vertical jump, which is insane at 252. Yeah. I'm looking at it right now. 81-inch wingspan, ladies and gentlemen. Sign me up. 33-inch arms. Sign me up, Zach. Like these are the things that you just love about him. He's 250. So he has. I feel like his frame will allow himself to, like, he'll be able to get bigger in an NFL program. And I just. Listen, you know, the 4.52 40, they'll coach it up. They'll get all these things locked in. He has a really lean muscle, man. He's really strong. This is what one of the scouts said. I'm reading something from a scout here. He keeps to himself. He's not the leader type, but he has very tough and he has very, very solid football character. That's what we need on this team, y'all. He plays with urgency. He plays with great hands. He gets to the quarterback. He has good ankles. He has had 2 7-sack seasons. He's top 10 in UCF history, sacks-wise. I think that Malachi Lawrence is just what the doctor ordered. People wanted rush. They got rush, right? They got a pass rush. And now I think that he's going to play a little bit of off ball. Not off ball in a true sense that he's dropping, but it'll be like on those 3-4, because now you'll have him, Marist. Who else is in the room, Zach? Donovan.
Yep.
Like they're all considered outside linebackers. You just never know where they're coming from. Zach's right. Year one, day one, the run stopping ability may not be amazing, but if you watch his tape, you don't sit there and say, man, he's just a liability versus the run. And the movement is just too good. The movement is too. So BT Jordan, Marcus Dixon, the rest of the staff will have their hands full. But I think that you bring him in because of that, because of how good of an athlete he is. His RAS score is really good.
I'll explain it like this, because people get emotional at the draft. It's not the names whatever. I'm happier about this pick than I was about the Tyler Booker pick last year.
Mm-hmm.
Much happier.
Absolutely.
And how did that turn out? Tyler Booker pick turned out all right. Now, let's get this straight. This is not a Mozzie Smith pick. This is not a Luke Schoonmaker pick. You're picking a guy. Mozzie Smith was purely tools.
Yeah.
That had a slow get off, that couldn't move that well. You asked him to drop 40 pounds at pick 28. Like, this isn't Mozzie Smith. This guy can actually rush the passer from day one. If he's not anything else in the NFL, he never figures it out in the run game. He never can anchor. He just is constantly freelancing. If anything, he is going to be able to get after the quarterback because of the athleticism. I looked it up, a 9.9 relative athletic score. He was the 22nd out of 2,000 defensive ends since 1987. Wow. 22nd most athletic guy. He was okay. Really his composite size grade is okay. He's a little bit smaller. He's in the 71st percentile in height, the 37th percentile in weight, 253 pounds. Maybe he could bulk up a little bit and not lose some of that athleticism. Micah was 250 pounds.
Mm-hmm. No, Micah, I think is playing smaller, but
probably 240. Yeah. His composite explosion grade, elite. Like you said, that 40-inch vertical is a 9.9.
That's crazy.
9.9. Broad jump, 9.95 or 9.94. 40-yard dash, 9.91. 20-yard split, 9.79. This is a guy that you can coach up and has the tools. Yeah. And like you read that scout, he's not a super leader guy. I don't really think you need that. With Caleb Downs out on the field, Rashawn Gary is a 9-year vet. Quinnen Williams is going to be that voice. Kenny Clark is going to be that voice.
Yeah.
At this point, get good football players. And also, that doesn't make football players because Micah wasn't a good leader either.
No. That's part of the reason why he's not on the Cowboys anymore.
Yeah, we know that. And I think also people are mad about not taking Jacob Rodriguez. Jacob Rodriguez has always been a day 2 pick.
People gotta
only seen like 1 or 2 Cowboys creators legitimately pushing for Rodriguez to be the pick at 20.
We have a lot of people, Zach, let's be honest, who follow us from Texas, and we love our Texans. But I feel like this is a Texas A&M. Like even with him and Anthony Hill, they were never doing that in the first round. I don't think I mocked them there once. And to be honest with you, linebacker stretches in this class, Zach. Like you could get if they stay pat and they just say, you know what, we're not going to trade up. We're going to pick at 92. We're going to pick the rest of our picks. It'll be a linebacker that you like, guys. Trust me. It'll be Trotter if he falls. It'll be
if it's Trotter. If they get Trotter in the 3rd, I'll do jumping jacks. I'll jump up on this table.
He's in play.
I love Josiah
and they
Trotter.
may just say we're good at corner, like you said. I think that they need to hunt corners, Zach. Because there's no corners out there that I think you could trade for unless you want to go get Kenny Moore. But Moore's a nickel. You got enough of those now because I think that Downs is going to do some of that. So I don't think that you need – I think you need to hunt an outside corner. Whatever. We'll go down the list. But whatever that looks like, Malik Muhammad, great name. Everett. I would like Dalen Everett from Georgia.
Yep, good player.
That's a name for me. Well, he was never getting to Dallas anyway. Chris Johnson goes to Miami. We're a couple picks away, guys, from wrapping.
If you guys have any questions, if you want to send in super chats and all that, we'll go through.
We'll get to them now.
We'll get through.
We got a caller.
Now.
Somebody in the community wants to talk to us in the YouTube community. So we'll go ahead and get him on. But never mind. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, let's knock those out now. Quick housekeeping note: Zach and I will be live tomorrow. Time we'll post the time, Zach.
Yeah, I think the draft starts at 7.
Yeah,
it might be like 7:15.
Yeah,
just because we need to. I don't think they're going to move up to 33.
Yeah, you know, and in the second round goes a little bit faster.
It does,
but. Hey, you live? Hey, look, hey, AOC, you live? Zach's right here.
What's up?
Hey, hey, AOC, y'all, he's calling in. Much love to him. AOC, I feel amazing, bro. We talked about this on the Hidden Gems pod where it was like, I know you'll remember this, bro. When I said safety hasn't won the top 10, and what happened to me was I feel like teams got cold feet as far as them being able to justify with their rosters that they could draft a safety. And what did Dallas do? Just stand pat and draft the best player on the board.
And they moved up. And the beauty of it, yes, they moved up, y'all. People probably like, man, why the hell they moved up this one pick? But it don't matter. It's just negligible now because guess what? The Eagles gave us those picks back.
Fleeced them. Fleeced them. Complete fleece job.
So the Caleb Downs 50 that had me off the wall. Brother, you combine that with Malachi Lawrence. It's like, bro, everything else is icing on the cake. At this point, you go get a linebacker. You go talk to the schools about one of them linebackers. You go talk to Miami about Jordan Brooks, bro. And I feel great. I think Cowboys fans should be sleeping like babies tonight, bro.
Bro, sleeping like babies. I'm not gonna sleep. Are you kidding me? I'm not. Me and Zach, bro. I'm not. And not only this, and I'll let you go after this, AOC, because we got to, man. We got so much content to do. I can't wait to finish up the Hidden Gems with you. And me and Zach are actually still live, so go show us some love in the chat. Y'all show AOC some love. But here's where I'm gonna end it with this, AOC. You got a football guy who knows what it means to play in the big time. This is a guy who played at Alabama and killed it. This is a guy who played at Ohio State and killed it. When you watch those championship games and nobody else on Ohio State's defense was standing out, Caleb Downs was still knocking dudes out. He was. He wasn't looking around asking and waiting. He was making plays. That's on your defense now, bro.
I know it's a family program, so I'm going to just say it colorfully. Man, my underwear got so tight when we traded up for that pick, brother. I'm going to leave y'all with that.
Hey, man, love you, man. Keep killing it, bro.
Hey, love you, bro. How about the Cowboys?
How about them, AOC?
That's hilarious. But yeah, it's a good night.
It's a good night.
We're probably going to wrap it up right here. Let's read these last super chats.
Yeah.
Great show. Great show, Foots. Don't know. I can't read that far.
I know
I'm squinting. Thank you to I literally can't read. Thank you for the $6.99 Canadian. We really appreciate it. Hey, that's what's up from Canada.
Hey,
we got we're worldwide.
That's actually crazy.
We're worldwide.
It's actually crazy.
More Canadian. $6.99 Canadian.
Oh, so we got multiple people watching from Canada. I wonder if Drake's watching this.
He could be.
He could be Cowboys, man.
Yeah, that might explain a lot over the past 30 years.
Hey,
Drake curse.
We just want to say in all seriousness, though, guys, as we wrap here, it's only a few more picks, and me and Zach are actually going to come right back, and you guys will get more content uploaded tonight.
Yep.
And then we'll be back in the morning with our best available. So we're not stopping here, but we are going to end this live stream. We love you guys.
And thank you to
you guys
everybody.
sat with us for almost 3 hours, bro.
Almost 3 hours.
And at our peak, we had almost 2,000 people.
Yep.
We got up to like 17.
And everybody that super chatted, we really, really appreciate it. everybody that commented, liked, subscribed. If you haven't liked the stream already, please hit that button. And if somebody can go in the comments once this video is like done, we end the live, and like comment where the reactions were.
Yeah.
On the timestamp or something.
Yeah.
That'd be really, really cool. So we appreciate everybody. But good night.
Love working with you, man.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Literally my brother.
I actually see you now, and then I'll see you tomorrow again.
All right, man. Hey, you guys have a great night. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We will be live tomorrow. We're not stopping and we're not tired. Peace.